c'est la prod. C'est la prod.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Rants and Gunner, we're back, bro. What you telling me, Lee?
That's been a minute, man. It's been about what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a
You've been moving.
bro.
I've just been. Well, I've been moving mad. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, bro,
I've been here, there, and everywhere, man. I've been Madrid. Yeah, I've had my family over. My little one, like she's been here. The kid I apparently don't see. Yeah, man. Yeah, north. We went out to Madrid. I had my mum here for a couple of weeks. Yeah, all my pals out in June for my birthday. It's been crazy, bro, and it's mad hot, bro. It's 38 degrees right now.
Yeah, forget it. Forget it.
Bro, I went and sat by the pool earlier.
The heat here is already mad, and I know it's not 38, blood. So,
bro, I went and sat by the pool earlier, yeah, and I thought it's a bit sus. There's nobody sat around the pool, yeah, and then I clocked because it was too hot. I sat there for about 20 minutes. I was like, I'm going back in. It's too hot, man. But now I've been enjoying my summer, Rants. I ain't really seen much. I've been doing my streams here and there. Right. But yeah, man, we've got a big game Sunday. I've just done the press conference reaction. See, Tony Adams absolutely schooled this manager and schooled our captain the other day. Absolutely buried him. Did you not see it?
No.
I beg you play this.
Tony Adams?
Tony Adams, I can't believe, Brent, you're active online. You ain't seen it. You're active on the streams. The chat would have told you, surely.
No.
You've not seen it? Oh, Lordy. I beg you play this. Where is it? Bro, I swear down, yeah, Tony Adams absolutely put this manager and our captain.
You got the audio? Send me the link.
Send it to you on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yeah.
Absolutely put the captain and the manager in a spliff.
Oh shit! I've seen the thumbnail, but I just didn't click on it. Hold on.
Captain. Sorry. Are you a fan of Arteta?
I think he. What? He's got a really big call to make this year. And for me, he hasn't done it. And the call is to make Declan Rice the captain.
Agreed.
I think Declan is my kind of captain. And what it might do, it might free Odegaard up to play with a bit more freedom. Terry Venables did it. He took David Platt and he put me as captain. And Glenn Hoddle took me out and put Alan Shearer, which was a silly decision. But every now and again, as a manager, you have to put someone that reflects you, that reflects the football club, that you think you can actually take it to the next level.
Does he reflect Arteta?
I think he's better than Arteta. I think he's a winner. I think he's an Arsenal leader. In the dressing room, around the training camp, he's got standards, he's got principles. I think big managers go, right, actually, you're my man now.
Did you say, I think Rice is better than Arteta? He's a winner, as in Arteta's not a winner?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think, yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying he's got an opportunity this year to actually turn into a winner. 5 years now, 5 years. He got great success at the start with a very defensive team. He got everyone behind the ball, basically. And we nicked the FA Cup. So going on and winning leagues, to win league titles, you have to be a Klopp. You have to be a Ferguson. You have to lead by example. You have to be a winner. You have to go about your business. And that reflects in your captain. And by making Odegaard a captain is a reflection of Arteta. And I can really see that. And I'm seeing Declan Rice as a captain, but I'm saying to Arteta, come on, step up now. It's your time to be a winning manager and a fantastic manager, because you're not going to win the league with Odegaard as captain. I'm sorry. It's going to be a rotation job, and you're going to get the same mentality of sometimes him and that one to come out and that one to go in and that one. You know, you've got someone in there that's going to play every game all season, that's going to encourage people to come in and do this and do that and lay the foundations of a title-winning team. Declan Rice can do that. Odegaard can't. Come on, Arteta, make him captain.
Mike, fucking drop.
He's right.
He's right. Russelled top gooners around the world.
From the moment Arsenal signed Declan Rice, it was like, well, he's got to be the captain then. Because that would have just been the most common sense thing to do, like.
Bro, he's also won a trophy in Europe and he was the captain.
Yeah.
And it was at West Ham. First trophy in my lifetime West Ham had won. And I'm old. They hadn't won a trophy since the year before I was born, or 2 years before I was born, Rants. Yeah, he was the captain. Yeah, listen, I like Declan Rice. Yeah, and I think him, now Tierney's left, I think him or Gabby Magalhaes should be captain.
Agreed.
You could make a case for Saka because he plays every minute of every game under this
You
manager.
could, but
much.
again, he seems like a guy that just plays his game, innit? Like he's not really a leader like that.
Look at when we played Real Madrid second leg. Yeah, and Thomas Partey, yeah, fucking done stupidness and got himself booked. Yeah, and he missed the first leg of PSG. Do you remember? Yeah, Declan Rice was absolutely coating him off in the game. Yeah, that's the kind of captain we need. What's Odegaard doing? Yeah, Tony Adams, yeah, this fan base, not all of them, but a lot of this fan base here have been absolutely crucifying Tony Adams for that. And it's like, bro, this guy won 4 titles at our club. 4. Yeah, he's won our last European trophy. He was the youngest captain ever to captain our club. Yeah, at the time. Like, bro, it's mad. He's been managed by Arsene Wenger and George Graham. Yeah, look at the managers he said for England. I know he never won nothing for England, but look at the managers he was talking about. Glenn Hoddle. Glenn Hoddle was a fucking baller, bro. He was talking about Terry Venables. Terry Venables, we played our best football.
Ruthless enough to take armbands from people. Like, bro, being a manager is about making them tough decisions. Of course it is.
Look at Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick's taking the armband off to Stegen.
Yeah, bro. But they said that them man went mad and he had to give it back to him.
They give it back.
Apparently, they done a U-turn because shit went crazy. Like,
oh shit, I didn't see that.
In the chat were telling me
they took the wow, they gave it back.
Yeah, apparently they gave it back to him because it got a bit toxically. That's what they were saying.
Oh well, if I'm Hansi Flick, I'm saying see you later then.
Yeah, I would. If I'm the manager and I take the armband away and then they're telling me to give it back for him, I'd leave. I'd walk.
Same. I'll tell them piss off. Like what? You're undermining me as a manager.
Yeah, I'd walk.
They gave it back. That's crazy.
This is why Xavi left, though, innit? Because that club, man, man, you can't make your own decisions there, innit?
Yeah, Barca's a bit off key. I can't lie.
Yeah,
it's very, very political at that football club. Yeah, they're always
crazy.
bitching and moaning and trying to grass on
with Jose. Remember, I think he dropped Casillas and that, but they never made him undrop him. You know them ones. Jose did whatever he wanted. I swear he dropped Casillas and then he fell out with a few players or something over it.
The only manager that I've seen that's had total control at Barca was Pep. Because even Luis Enrique didn't get total control.
Yeah.
Like, he had to play them 3 up front every week, regardless. Even if he didn't want to. And listen, that front 3, that MSN were mad. Yeah, but even if they weren't fully fit, he had to play them. Yeah, Pep would go, no, you're sitting on the bench, mate. Yeah, Pep's the only manager I've seen in my lifetime, probably, that's had total control of that club. That club's tapped. But as for Tony Adams, though, he's got a statue outside our stadium for a reason. Yeah, Arsene Wenger has got a statue outside our ground for a reason. Dennis Bergkamp for a reason. Thierry Henry, apparently he's jealous of Arteta when he's cussing him off. No, he's actually got over the line, bruv. Yeah, Thierry Henry's won a World Cup. Mikel Arteta never got a cap for Spain. You know what we're doing here?
Yeah, facts.
And I'm seeing people that have grown up watching the likes of Tony Adams sitting there cussing him off. Oh, he's outdated. Oh, what did he do as a manager? Cool. What did Mikel Arteta do as a player, mate? Yeah, and what's he done as a manager? Because you can all laugh at Tony Adams doing his shit at Granada, doing that stupid dance like in training and all that crap, and what he did at Portsmouth, which was fuck all, right? But as a player, you can't knock what he did. That guy was unbelievable. He's for me, him and John Terry, the 2 best English centre-backs ever in my lifetime. Yeah, them 2 were just a joke. Yeah, and that's not knocking any other centre-backs. Rio was a bad boy as well. Yeah, but for me, Tony Adams is the best English centre-back I've ever seen. And John Terry is so close as well. In terms of trophies, John Terry beats him. In terms of ability, I'd say, David, if you put them 2 in the same team, bro, that's a long day, isn't it? Tony Adams and John Terry in the same team. No, that's long. Yeah, but it's like, when I look at people cussing him out, it's like, you actually grew up watching them players win us trophies, which is part of the reason you supported our club anyway, because we were winning and he was the captain. Now you've got sexually attracted to the manager of the club now. Yeah. And now he comes out. I'm seeing people sit there, yeah, going, oh, yeah, he's a disgrace. Why didn't he phone Mikel up and have a private chat with him? Why should he? Why? It's not North Korea, mate. Why ain't he allowed to have his opinion?
But also,
he's led our club to major honours, man.
But also, if he's an ex-player that's now not involved in the game and he's just a fan, why does he need to call up Arteta? Why can't he just have an opinion like an Arsenal fan?
Facts. Because they try and stop that. It's North Korea within our fan base,
He's not involved in football no more. It's not like he's got a YouTube channel or something and he's still working with the club. If he's just a fan, then he can voice his opinion like every other fan, like we do.
Yeah, but they don't like that. They like to control the narrative. They like to control everything. Thierry Henry says on CBS, "Oh well, you know, Mikel Arteta ain't really that good, is he? Really?" All of a sudden, he's jealous of Mikel Arteta. In what way, shape, or form is Thierry Henry jealous of Mikel Arteta, mate?
Yeah, no
like,
chance.
what are we doing?
Like, Arsenal fans love him more than they love Arteta. He's won more than Arteta. Like, what's there to be jealous of?
He's won more. He's our all-time goal scorer. He's got a statue outside the stadium. Every single player around the world growing up wanted to be Thierry Henry if they're a striker or a forward. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. This guy's played with some of the greats of all time. To be fair, so has Arteta, funny enough. But nobody rates Arteta, bro. Yeah, when you lot brought Cristiano back, didn't bring him back, when he played for Real Madrid and you played them at Old Trafford. Do you remember when he was years and years back? Yeah, your stadium announcer said, "Welcome back, our legend." Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was reading out the names of the teams over the tannoy. Yeah, where was that for Mikel Arteta when we played PSG?
Yeah, facts.
Well, there was it. Why? Because he was fucking shit, brother. He was a bang average footballer.
Yeah, half of them man
average
don't
manager.
even know that he played for them, bro. I'll be honest. Half of their fans, bro. They're new fans that lived the Mbappe, Neymar generation probably didn't even know Arteta played for them. It's not that deep, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
He wasn't Ronaldinho, was he? So
no, they probably don't know Poch played for him as well.
Yeah, that's so it is what it is, innit? So the game is the game, innit? Like for me, when you're looking at the situation right now, it's certain things are just common sense, innit? And that's what I was saying about the Eze situation. You lot were linked heavily with him, and the reason why I didn't see you getting him was because Erdegaard is your captain. He's going to play, bro. Even though his performances probably in the last 2 seasons, they don't lend towards not signing someone to accommodate him in the team, because he's been pretty much ineffective for the last couple of seasons for you.
But they're all going to grow together. This fan base want Martinelli's head on a spike. Yeah, they want him gone. Yeah, they've had enough of Zinchenko because he's come out and cussed out. This manager's put me on the bench, and my kids were crying because they see daddy on the bench. Yeah, my missus, the guard slips every now and again. I can see she's upset. Just buy her a Birkin bag, brother, and shut up. How about that? Yeah, you're on 20 grand a week at Man City. You never spoke. Now you're on 150 at Arsenal. You got all the talk in the world. Yeah, but this fan base pick and choose which players they like and which players they don't like. Yeah, and they liked Zinchenko when he first came, but now something new's come along. Calafiori, Skelly. Yeah, now all of a sudden they've discarded Zinchenko like a piece of trash. Yeah, and now he's a problem. Get him out of the club. Now because we've been linked to Eze, Rodrigo, Nico Williams, and any other fucking winger in the world. Yeah, all of a sudden Martinelli's surplus to requirements with his fan base and he's trash. Okay, cool. Now we've got Noni Madueke. Fantastic. Good luck with that, mate. Yeah, and I told everyone he's playing left wing this season. They laughed at me. Cool. Keep laughing. Yeah, and watch him drop stinkers all season. Yeah, the guy's trash. Yeah, but what they do, Rants, is this selective memory, right? They're sitting there now, our fans, from what I've seen, saying, oh, Isak's a disgrace because he's trying to go on strike, or he's gone on strike, and he's trying to break a 6-year contract halfway through it. But they're more than happy to get rid of Zinchenko with a year left. Well, he's under contract. Zinchenko's saying, bollocks, I'm
Zinchenko
staying.
was coming out saying, yo, like, I'm under contract, bro. So you can say that I'm surplus to requirements, but I've already signed my deal. And furthermore, like, bro, where was the outrage towards Adu for giving him that fucking contract in the first place?
Just
look at the money he was on at Man City, and look at the money that you've put him on, and you wonder why you can't get rid of him. This is exactly what Man United have a problem with, is because we overpay player salaries, and I'd go as far as saying that your wage bill is worse than ours.
Our wage bill is a disgrace, Rants, yeah?
Your wage bill is a disgrace, because even in the time, that these players have been at Man United, they've won a lot more than those Arsenal players, mate. A lot fucking more, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Reece Nelson's on 100
when I look at
grand a
what
week.
you man have done in the last decade, what you've won in the last decade, your wage bill is an abomination, bro.
Bro, Reece Nelson's on 100 a week. No wonder he ain't going anywhere. Zinchenko's 7.5 times his wages from Man City. Why would he leave? Nobody in world football is going to come in and pay him 150 a week. Not even 100 a week. He'll probably be on about 30 when he leaves.
Bro, he's not getting 100 grand a week from anyone ever again, bro. Like, the Reece Nelson thing is crazy, bro. He's gonna have to take a pay cut to go to any decent team, bro.
Same with
Zinchenko. The only way he
Zinchenko.
can get 100 grand is if he goes Turkey or something.
He ain't getting 100 grand in Turkey. They won't pay it, bro. No, they won't pay it. They pay that for superstars. Yeah, they'll overpay. and pay top dollar for superstars, bro. They ain't paying for Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson's a decent-ish footballer. Yeah, but his career's fallen by the wayside. As soon as he signed the 100 grand a week contract, he's fell off a cliff. Why? Because he's now got 100 grand a week going in his bank. Yeah, why are we giving him 100 grand a week and 5 million signing on bonus? Because he was out of contract, by the way, and we gave him that deal. Yeah, now Reece is going, no, I don't want to go anywhere, mate. I'll just go on loan. Yeah, I'll just go on loan. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's the reports that are coming out, whether they're true or not. Who knows? Yeah, because they talk a lot of shit, these journalists. Yeah, but then you've got Fabio Vieira. I think he's on about 80 or 90 grand a week, 85 grand a week. Now, what's that all about?
Is he on loan still?
No, he's back at the club.
Oh shit!
He played in the Club World Cup for Porto.
Yeah, that's
they
what
got
I
knocked
thought.
out, and he's back at the club.
So what? You're keeping him, I guess, because no one's taking.
Well, it's
his
looking that
wages.
way. It's looking that way, bro. Yeah.
So that means you're not signing Eze then.
Well, if we get Eze, I'll be happy because I like Eze. Yeah. However, I don't see us getting Eze. I think Tottenham will get him. Yeah, they
But
need
isn't
him.
Fabio Vieira a midfielder?
He's number 10.
Yeah, so is Eze. So why would you sign Eze if you got Fabio Vieira?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Fabio Vieira's on 45 grand a week. Yeah, my bad. He's on 45. Yeah. 45 grand a week, bro. Reece Nelson, 100 grand a week. Zinchenko, 150. Sambi Lakonga is
Wasn't
on
Zinchenko
50.
on like 25k or something at City though?
20. He was on 20 grand a week, bro. And we just went, yeah, cool. Come to us. Bring the winning mentality. Yeah, we'll pay you 150 with 7.5 times your wages every week. How about that? Yeah, now he's got the audacity to come out cussing off everything. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm sat on the bench. It's hard to take. Shut up, mate. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, I'll never see you talking under Pep, mate, because Pep will weigh you in.
That's crazy.
And he was on 20 bags a week. Yeah, then he's going, oh, my missus, yeah, you know, she really puts on a brave face, but sometimes the mask slips. Just buy her a Birkin bag, bruv, and shut her up, innit? Pretty simple. Like, you couldn't afford to do that at Man City, could you? Every week he could buy her a new one. You couldn't do that at Man City because it's more than 20 grand. Yeah, come on, what are we doing here, bro? Like, bro, it's so annoying, yeah? And the thing is, this is why Bert has been brought in, and I'm seeing people sit there chatting absolute fucking bollocks. Yeah, saying Bert is on fraud watch. Fraud watch, what? We haven't sold a single player yet. Do you know that? We have not got rid of a single player this summer for a fee. Not one. And the season starts today. And people are going, oh, he's on fraud watch. How's he on fraud watch? Yeah, if anyone's on fraud watch, it's Mikel Arteta, mate. 6 years without a trophy, well, one trophy. Yeah, and he's sitting in a press conference.
Bro, he came in halfway through the campaign. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's the squad that he built. So
no. Bro, I just did the press conference reaction, yeah? Our manager's sitting there saying that we've amassed more points in the last 3 years than any other team. Factually incorrect. Man City have. Why did no journalist or content creator that sits in these press conferences stand up and go, excuse me, Mikel. Sorry, Mikel. I've just had a look at the last 3 years, and that's actually wrong. Man City got 4 points more than you. Why has nobody said that? Now that gets put out there. Fabrizio's posted it twice. He's posted it in written form, then he's posted the video form of it, yeah? Why? Now that's going up to 25.8 million on Twitter. Yeah, then all these other aggregator accounts are getting hold of it. Yeah, nobody cares about reading the comments and it's factually incorrect. Yeah, nobody cares about that. Now what will happen is people go, oh, but we've got the most points. Consistency. He was asked about his captain today. Yeah, he was asked about the captain today. He said, oh, I'll put it to a vote, the player vote. Yeah, the players all voted unanimously. Yeah, 100% all said Odegaard captain. Yeah, did you even do the vote? How did we know that happened? Yeah, and why wasn't it an anonymous vote? Next, I'll tell you something. If it was an anonymous vote, yeah, it'd be a different fucking story. I
agree. They probably got them all to do it sitting down and sitting around the campfire, bro, doing kumbaya bollocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should have been a fucking
put
envelope.
your hands up if you want Odegaard as captain. They all put their hands up.
Should have been an envelope in the box. Do you know what I'm saying? A man them like, bro, anonymously. You know what I mean? You don't have to disclose who you voted for.
Facts.
Or grow up here and just do it yourself.
Facts. And do you know what's mad, yeah? If that's the case, somebody said this in my chat earlier. They said, if that's the case, why don't they vote on who fucking starts every week then?
Yeah, true. Because that's your decision too. You're not wrong.
Yeah, if this manager takes accountability away from himself on everything. He was asked about the outgoings, yeah? Right? And he said, oh, I leave that to Berta. So now that's Berta's problem. Yeah, the captain's armband's now the player's problem. Where does he take accountability, bro? Yeah, this guy is a scrub, bro. Press conference #1 of the season, and he's lied all the way through it, saying we've amassed more points in 3 years than any other club in the league. No, we haven't. Man City have. Yeah, and not only that, why didn't these journalists come back and say, okay, cool, Mikel, it's fantastic you've had the consistency with getting a certain amount of points here and there, yeah? Now, does it not concern you that you're the only team out of the 3, Liverpool, Man City, along with you, that hasn't won the trophy? Does that not concern you, Mikel? He's talking about, oh, I've been digging and digging and digging and digging. Yeah, and one day I got taught because I'm educated. That's what he said, his words, I'm educated. His actual words, Rants. Yeah, and I've been taught that if you keep going, you'll find gold. And because I'm educated, I know it happened. Bro, what is he using? Fucking tweets?
I mean, you might, but not necessarily, bro, because you can't just dig anywhere and get gold. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not how gold mining works. Do you know what I mean? What if I just start digging outside my house right now? If I keep digging deep enough, am I gonna find gold? I might find a pipe.
Yeah, and then you're in trouble because you burst that pipe up and actually water on your case or someone. Do you know
that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. So like, man, just going on like you can just dig it anywhere, and there's gold. Now you got to dig in the right places. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what man's talking about. All these dead analogies and that. He needs to calm down with all these analogies. And
yeah, but it bamboozles people, Rants, and they all go, "Oh, but look at where we were."
Bro, it's just gimmicks after gimmicks after gimmicks with this guy, bro. Like, that's all it is. Just win something, bro. It's boring.
That's what I'm saying.
It's boring. I think this is the season that your fan base actually lose it with him, you know?
Same, I agree.
Because everyone's super, like, they're on edge right now, bro. Even the reaction to the Madueke signing told me all I needed to know, about how Arsenal fans really feel, about not winning. Like, they're getting fed up, bro. I don't care what no one says. On the outside, they're doing this Arteta prop and, we love our manager, we back our manager. But deep down, away from the cameras, away from the press conferences and the endorsements and all these other things, bro, people are fucking fed up, bro, because they know that the reason why Arsenal haven't won a trophy in the last 3 years is because of him, bro. It's not because of the players. It's not because of anything. Because when he was 93% at the top of the league, and this moron decided to play Kai Havertz in midfield against Aston Villa, I could have told him that wasn't going to work out. Do you know what I mean? I could have told him it wasn't going to work out before the game. I was like, bro, are you sure you want to do this? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a few things. The reason why he hasn't got over the line is because of mistakes he's made, bro. Like, I can't think down to one player or one performance and I can turn around and say, oh, you know what? This player's done you over. It's the manager.
Facts.
He's done you over multiple times, and it's clear to see, bro. And I don't even watch all of your games, but I know enough times that the reason why you don't get over the line is because he fucks it up.
Because he ain't good enough, Rants. Yeah, and the thing is, this is why when people say, "Oh, you only do it for content," "Oh, you're just making all these negative comments for vibes and like just to get views and all of this and that," bro, the only time I chat shit about football is when I'm talking about my own club. Whenever I'm watching another football club, bro, I'm sitting there, my feet up and I'm chilling. Whenever I'm not talking about football, I'm chilling. This club rattles me, bruv. It rattles me so much. It is crazy. Yeah. And to see my club systematically destroyed in front of me over the last 20 years. And I know he ain't been there for the whole 20 years. Yeah, but he's been there for over 5 years. It's 6 years in December he's been at this club. Yeah. And we've had a dog called something he can't do. Yeah. We were dropping Martinelli for 6 months because we were going to turn him into a fucking striker. Well, how many times has he played striker in them 2-3 years? We've got the young squad that all grow together. Well, how's that works out then? Because Smith Rowe ain't at the club. Reece Nelson's looking like he might go on loan. Fabio Vieira is shit. Yeah. We've had Kieran Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. Well, Gabby's had 4 knee surgeries and Tierney's back at Celtic about to win trophies next season. Yeah, it's like Aubameyang's been pushed out the football club, come off the bench the other night for Marseille after going back there and scored a brace. Yeah, scored twice off the bench. Then it's like he's kicked out every single player that has won something for him at the football club. Then he sits there with his smug little face, man, just chatting absolute shit. He never answers a question properly. He talks about, the fans, the emotions. Yeah, everything he does, is very premeditated. Yeah, and this guy is one of the slickest managers, if not the slickest manager I've ever seen in my life watching football. Yeah, I've never seen a manager dodge questions as well as him. I've never seen it, Rants. Yeah, like your managers that you have, at least your manager will come out and say something. Ten Hag, as thick as he was, he'd come out and just say it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe that's because he didn't understand how to communicate properly. I don't know. Yeah, but you had Jose just says it as it is. You had Moisey says it as it is. You've had Van Gaal says it as it is. You had Fergie.
This
we
guy
never
talks
fucking held back.
in riddles and fucking quotables, bro. Like, but
I reckon he's a bot, bruv. He's an AI
no,
bot.
because he thinks because he just thinks he's smarter than he is. That's all it is, bro. Like, I notice when people really, really think they're smart, they get really good at saying shit without really saying anything, bro.
No accountability.
Yeah, but it's foolishness, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, they allow him to do that, Lee, because they don't ask him the questions in a way where he's forced to actually answer them.
When he sat there and said about we've amassed more points, so the consistency that we've shown, blah, 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 amassed more points. Not one person stood up and said to him, Mikel, that's wrong.
Yeah, but consistency does not equate to being the best, and it doesn't equate to trophies either, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Brentford are consistent, Brighton are consistent.
But
They're
exactly,
consistently
winning
mid-table.
trophies is being good when it matters. Do you know what I mean? Because the same way, you can say, oh yeah, we've been the most consistent team. And I say, you've been the team most consistently, haven't did it when you need to do it.
Look at the other night, when Spurs played. Yeah, Spurs deserved overall. Yeah, if on the balance of play, they should have battered them,
Yeah.
But when it really fucking mattered, Ousmane Dembele put that ball in and bang, 2-2, hold that. Yeah, and I see people saying that he shouldn't have got man of the match. I thought he was fucking awful. But then on reflection, when it really mattered, Ousmane Dembele delivered a great cross that got his team back in the game to take it to penalties. So I understand why he got man of the match, because when it really flipping mattered in the last minute of stoppage time, he delivered a cross that was unmissable. Yeah, so I get why he got man of the match. For me, Sarr was man of the match. But again, like it's same with Lookman. Lookman's another one. Oh, how was he in the Ballon d'Or shouts? Because when it mattered, mate, he scored a hat trick in a final that won his team a trophy.
Absolutely, brother. A very good hat trick at that.
Yeah, it was. But it's the thing. These men are all obsessed with Bruno Fernandes stats, Harry Kane stats. Oh, the GA. Bro, nobody cares unless it won something. Yeah, Harry Kane's GA is irrelevant in the Premier League. Every single one of them. He's won nothing in the Prem. Nothing in English football. The only time his GA has been any worth, or of any worth to anyone, was last season. Yeah, because they won something.
But that's why he left Tottenham, bro, because just scoring goals for the sake of scoring goals wasn't enough for him. He wanted to win trophies. That's why he went to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, facts.
He went to win trophies.
And this is the thing. It's like, it's just so jarring, man. See, I will get angry at points this season, bro. This is going to be me all season. I'm not going to be screaming and shouting. I'm going to be sipping my popcorn, eating my popcorn, sipping my beer. Oh, and don't worry, bro. We have the Cuban cigar ready for Tuesday, yeah?
Hey.
Don't worry, on Tuesday, that Cuban's getting lit up on the stream, bro. I'm telling you.
Why Tuesday and not Sunday? You mean Sunday?
No, Tuesday when we do the show.
Oh, right. Oh, bro, what, after you lose the game, you still going to smoke?
No. I might not be there on Tuesday, bro, if that happens.
Nah, but I'm checking. After you lose the game and your fan base are crashing out over your manager, bro, like, are you still going to smoke the cigar? I just want to know.
I don't think they will crash out, because like...
I think they will, Lee.
I don't think they will on that first game. They'll just brush it under the carpet. Don Robbie will be giving it, but it's the first game, United away, tough game. After they've all said, United finished 15th, they're crap. Mate. Yeah, they're crap. All summer, they're crap. Why are they worried about United then? We should want you lot. We've got Gyökeres, you've got Sesko. Yeah. That's back to front because our fan base wanted Sesko and your fan base wanted Gyökeres. Yeah, Gyökeres ain't starting Sunday. 29 will be out front. You watch. Yeah, you watch. 29 will be out front.
I think so as well. I think it's Havertz or Marino up front for sure. I don't think Gyökeres starts.
And it's going to be a boring game. It's going to be rubbish. And our fan base won't crash out. If we go and drop points to Leeds and then Liverpool, and we're sitting there with hardly any points after 3 games, then I think that it'll be a bit of a crash out. Because that Liverpool game's away. We'll only have 1 out of 3 games at home, and that'll be the Leeds game. The other 2 are away. But then what they'll do is they'll spin it and go, wow, we've got 2 tough away games out of the way. Yeah, that means we're going to have a good run. Have you seen our run? Now add in Champions League. We've got Newcastle and Man City as well. Yeah, and I couldn't care less what order the games are in, Rants. You play everyone twice. Yeah, I was arguing with some mutant, the one that does the deserve to win a meter. Yeah. What's his name? Scott Willis. He was showing me dot to dots and all that. Bro, he showed me dot to dots. I'm like, bro, what are you showing? Because I said last season has no correlation to this season. And he was like, well, that's not true. I thought you checked all of your stats and all of this and that. And then he showed me a load of dots. It was just literally a load of dots on a piece of paper. I'm like, what the fuck are you showing me? Yeah,
the man, they're pulling out fucking ECGs and shit, yeah, to talk about football. It's not making sense, isn't it?
Bro, what correlation does Man United finishing 15th last season have on this season? It has none.
Zero. Has no correlation on last season.
Because guess what? We all start on 0 points tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. You all play each other twice. Yeah, there's 3 different teams in the league compared to last season. Yeah, but guess what? You all play each other twice. Nobody cares, bruv. Yeah,
look at Newcastle, bro. Look at the season Newcastle had last season. They qualified for Champions League. None of that matters this season. Look at the window they've had.
And it's not even about the window, yeah, because like, I see people saying, oh, who's won the transfer window? Well, how about we deal with that in May? Yeah, because if Man City win the league, they've had the best transfer window. If Liverpool win it, they've had the best transfer window. Yeah, if Arsenal win it, we have. If you win it, you have.
But even when you just look at the intent, yeah, and
the intent from Newcastle has been shambolic. I can't lie.
Bruv, intent, that doesn't look like a team that's just qualified for the Champions League and they're trying to do something in the Champions League. That doesn't look like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It looks like a team that are fighting for their lives.
I don't think they'll be that shit, Newcastle, but they won't get top 4 next season.
Shit. I don't think they're going to fall off a cliff, but the team morale,
7th, 8th,
taking a battering, bro. Because if you play for that club, yeah, you're seeing, yeah, your club get rejected by so many decent footballers, bro. Like, there's at least a starting 11 full of players that have rejected them. If you're at Newcastle, yeah, as a player, you're looking at this club saying, yo, this club will never be able to compete because nobody wants to come here. Maybe I should leave.
Yeah, Tonali, Bruno, Joe Linton.
Even what's his name? Gordon as well.
Gordon. Yeah, who's the other one? The centre back, Botman.
Yeah, if you're looking at this, you're thinking, yo, maybe I should leave, you know, because bro, like they sold me
even the manager runs.
Yeah, 100%. Because Newcastle have sold these players a project. They probably said, yo, new owners, exciting times, Livramento as well, exciting times. Yeah, we're gonna be able to spend money and compete with the bigger teams, bro. And now you're seeing that not only are you not able to attract players, yeah, but you're losing your star striker after qualifying for Europe, bro. You can't compete in Europe if you can't even keep ESAT.
They can't. Bro, let's just be real with it, yeah. He's done a great job at that club, Eddie Howe. Yeah, but he's too big for that club right now as it stands. And that's not a diss to Newcastle, because I love Newcastle as a city. I love their stadium, and I think their fans are crazy, yeah. Right? But at the same time, Newcastle's in the middle of fucking nowhere, bruv. And they haven't got the global pool, the global fan base that Man United have, or Liverpool, or Arsenal, or Chelsea. Yeah, they might be able to compete with Tottenham. Yeah, but even then, they've probably got less fans than Tottenham. Yeah, and that's not a diss to Newcastle. That's just how it is.
You're right. You're spot on. Yeah? You're spot on.
They're competing with the likes of West Ham and like teams like that in terms of fan bases. Yeah. So when it comes to revenue, their revenue, yeah, they might get a lot of revenue in, but they've got to overpay certain players to come to their club, which then later down the road fucks them up. So Eddie Howe,
and if they don't overpay, then there's going to be a certain level of player they'll never be able to attract anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because remember at the beginning, City had to overpay players to get them in.
Yeah,
they had
but
to.
They were buying fucking scrubs for stupid money. But the thing is, Man City is slightly different, yeah, because Man City, like back in the day, yeah, they were in the top division. They were getting to the latter stages. They were winning competitions here and there. Newcastle ain't won nothing for 60 years until this year. Yeah, so like the global pool, yeah, is different to Man City's even then. Yeah, and then Man City, the way their owners have just done everything has been so slick. It is crazy, bruv. They are unbelievable. The way they have set everything up, yeah, with the little satellite teams all around the world and all of that.
They're a great example of how to do things.
Yeah. Newcastle can be a massive club. Like they are a massive club. I'm not dissing them. Yeah, people take that out of context.
I think they're just a massive club here, though, and that doesn't really count because football's bigger than England.
I think they're big in other countries, but they're nowhere near.
I've never seen a Newcastle shirt anywhere.
See, where I live, there's loads of Geordies here, but they're from Newcastle.
Okay. Yeah,
it's not like the Spaniards are walking around wearing Newcastle shirts. Do you know what I mean? I see Man City fans, yeah, that are Spanish. PSG fans that are Spanish. Yeah, like they got the shirts on. I don't see Newcastle Spanish kids, like Spanish kids running around Newcastle shirt. I don't. I see Leeds. I see Aston Villa. Yeah, Aston Villa and Leeds are massive. Yeah, but I think that Newcastle can be big, but the people that are running that club just haven't got a clue out. And that, listen, I'm not trying to tell trillionaires and billionaires how to fucking run business here, right? But at the same time, they haven't got a clue how to market the way Man City marketed Man City. They haven't got a clue how to do that, because otherwise they would have done it. How long have they been the owners, bro?
But
they've been the owners, what, 3 years, 4 years, maybe?
Yeah,
they should be right up there doing what Man City were doing. Yeah, getting the best player, or getting players in, like getting a Robinho or somebody like that, bro. Like, who's the best player they've signed? Like a big name, Tonali.
Tonali was their marquee signing, and then he got done for the gambling thing. It's been a bit of a shambles.
But they're lucky that they've got a very good manager. Yeah, which is why they've been there or thereabouts since he's been there. Like 4 top 4, 4 Champions League, 4 trophies and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd take Eddie Howe at Arsenal in a heartbeat. Like, genuinely, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
United still.
I think he's quality. Absolutely. And do you know what it is? Yeah, there's no frills with him, bro. He just says it. It just says it as it is. Yeah, it's just like he's cool, he's calm. He don't sit there with a smug grin on his face. He's not jumping up and down on the touchline. Yeah, you know that his tactics are good. Yeah, because he fucking schools up on my team most times. And it's like, bro, I think he'd be a great manager for either of our clubs. And I think that he's obviously been in football for a long time. He's English as well, so he knows the league better than maybe some of the foreign managers. Yeah, because he's grown up on it. Yeah, and it's like, I don't see why. Well, I know why. Yeah, I know why a big team hasn't come in for him. Yeah, because they want to keep the gimmick going, Rants. Your club have gone with Amorim. My club have gone with Mikel Arteta. Yeah, Maresca, fair enough. He's won 2 trophies.
One thing I say about Amorim, though, I think Amorim, is under a lot of pressure this season, because he doesn't get a clean slate from last season. Nobody's going to forget what he done last season or what he didn't do last season, especially the owners. What's that?
But he's had a pre-season.
But that's what I mean, Lee. People think having a fucking pre-season, which we didn't really do nothing in pre-season. Like, no Man United fan can tell me, anything that we can positively take away from this pre-season. Like, bro, this pre-season, we might as well have not had one, Lee.
I'm seeing I ain't even seen your results, I can't lie, but I'm seeing your fans sit there, some of your fans, sitting there going, well, we signed 2 of the top 5 GA in the league.
We have done that, but that's got nothing to do with
That's great. That's at Brentford, mate. Yeah,
but that's got nothing to do with pre-season, though.
And then there's less pressure at Wolves and Brentford because they don't win nothing. There's more pressure at Man United. Even this version of Man United, there's still pressure. You still have to deliver something. And you have delivered by getting to finals, by getting to the trophies, winning cups. Yeah, even in your shittest time in the last 10, 15 years away, we've still been nicking trophies. Still been getting to finals, bro. Yeah, so there is a pressure. Because although your fans, half of them are retards and the other half are all right. Yeah, it's true, though, right? Same with Arsenal. Yeah, there is a pressure from... Yeah, well, I was being polite. Yeah, but there is a pressure. Yeah, because it's Manchester United. But this is why Manchester United can outdo most teams in the world, because it is Man United. Even this version of Man United can attract a player from Newcastle before Newcastle can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe not so much Man City. That's different. They got Pep there. Yeah, Pep's the attraction. Maybe not some... Man City is an attraction, of course, because of what they've won, but Pep's won most of that.
Yeah, yeah, bro, listen. Pep is more attractive than the club itself. Of course he is.
But with our clubs, we're attractive based off of previous 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had managers at our football clubs in recent times that you've gone, wow. Jose is probably the last one for you that could attract players. Like proper players, like a Pogba, a Zlatan, players like that, yeah? Like, who's Arteta? What are we doing? Oh, we're just overpay for you, bruv. We're just overpay. Yeah, you've got players that have run your contracts down. We've got players that run contracts down because they know they're on a fucking top gig at our clubs. Yeah, Newcastle, yeah, with the manager they've got, pound for pound, without take trophies out of it for a second, which I don't like doing, but for a second, pound for pound, he's probably the best manager in the league. Or up there. Because of what he's done with the fucking squad he's had.
No, he's close. He's definitely close.
Trophies aside, but listen, it's all about trophies, yeah? But he's got to finals. He's had them into Champions League. Let's not forget Mbappe dived and won a penalty. Otherwise, they would have qualified.
Yeah, they would have gone through 100%.
Yeah, Yeah, and then this time he's qualified him. Yeah, he's turned Isak into one of the best strikers in the league. He's turned Tonali into one of the best midfielders. Joe Linton was a foul striker. He turned him into one of the bullies of the Premier League in midfield. Yeah, he's built a solid core of players at that football club that play a certain way. Gordon, everyone raised an eyebrow, 60 M's. Nobody's raising an eyebrow now, are they? Yeah, and it's like pound for pound. Yeah, he's been insane since he's been at Newcastle. But the problem is Newcastle, he's outgrowing Newcastle quicker than they're outgrowing him. Whereas with Man United's bigger than any manager, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And same with Arsenal. Yeah, I've seen Wenger swallowed up at this football club, bro. I've seen George Graham swallowed up. Yeah, Fergie obviously left on his own accord. Yeah, but he knew that it was a sinking ship. Yeah, and look at where you've been since.
Hey, bro, listen, the timing at which he left, like, bro, he knows he squeezed the last bit, of juice out of the fruit, and he dipped, and rightly so, bro. It was the right time for him to go.
Facts.
He knew it was the right time to go. Because if you look at it,
I'm listening. I'm going to get a beer. Difficult. With 2 seconds.
Yeah, cool. The league was getting more difficult. Anyway, do you know what I'm saying? You've got more competition. The managers were getting better. Like early Premier League. Do you know what I mean? If everyone's being honest, what managers was Sir Alex Ferguson competing against, bruv, to win titles? When you name the managers who were in the league, compared to the managers that were in the league as he was on his way out, completely different ball game. The Premier League got more difficult to win as the years went on, bro. More foreign imports, more foreign managers, just a higher level. Do you know what I'm saying? Tactically a higher level competition. So it was one of them ones, bro. And Mourinho showed levels when he came in. Like he was little man in Wenger and Ferguson, to be honest. I think Mourinho might even have had a winning record against Alex Ferguson, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might have had a winning record against both of them. So it's just one of those things where it just got more difficult, and obviously other teams were spending more money as well. Like it just, and not only were other teams spending more money, but Manchester United were not run in a way that we would have been able to compete with these other teams. So he left at the right time.
It's not even just about the money, though. It was like the talent ID was getting worse and worse.
But it was how we were spending the money, is what I'm saying. Like everyone remembers how poorly we spent the Ronaldo money, or didn't really spend it either. Do you know what I'm saying? Like nobody forgets that. So Alex Ferguson he kept our title hopes alive. Even though when you actually look at the recruitment, there was a lot of very, very poor recruitment.
Look at the state of that team that won the title last year, lot.
Yeah.
They had no right to win the title, bro. No right. Yeah, but he squeezed every last drop out of that team. Van Persie and Rooney. Rooney was on his last legs at that point.
Yeah, he was. Because
he was playing in midfield.
And to be fair, they squeezed one more elite season out of Robin, and then the following season he wasn't the same player either.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it was like he knew, when to get rid of a player. He knew when to buy a player. Like, look when you bought Berbatov, he was like, yo, I need to get him now. He went all out and bought Berbatov. Yeah, but then after he got the golden boot, he was like, yo, this guy's dusted. I don't want him anymore. Finished. Bench. Yeah, benched him after the golden boot and then binned him. And it was like, I see something the other day. It was Diego Forlan. I don't know if you see this, or whether you guys have spoke about it as Man U fans. It was a quote from Diego Forlan. I don't know whether it was in his book or anything like that. I just see a thread on Twitter. Yeah, and it was he said that Fergie asked me to warm up, and told me it was raining, and he told me to put on the boots with the long studs. Yeah, and he goes, I thought, F that. I'm just gonna put on my normal boots. Yeah. So I've gone clean through and I slipped. Missed the ball, missed the chance. Goes a couple of minutes later, I'm in again. Yeah. Slipped. Like totally lost balance, gone. Yeah, he goes, so now I've come jogging over to try and get the boots with the long studs, and Fergie threw them as far away from the touchline as possible. I said, no, you finished the game, pal. He goes, that was my last game for Man United.
Sounds about right.
This is what it was, bro.
Man said, cool, you know better than me. Say less.
So I don't know what game it was. I don't know whether you won the game, but it's like you're gone against me.
But bro, that's the kind of shit that you would do, if you had a kid, if you had a child, that's the kind of shit you would do as a dad.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's
But
the
my daughter
exact
was
kind
asking
of
me
shit you would
for
do.
a SIM card the whole time she was out here, yeah? Because she didn't want to turn on the mobile data, yeah? I said, no, you ain't get one. Yeah, after about 5 days, I said, cool. We went beach. I said, cool. Do you want a SIM card? She was like, yep. I was like, okay, just get your SIM card. You had to go 5 days without being able to talk to anyone when we're out the gaff.
Yep.
Yeah, put your phone down, communicate with people. Yeah, don't need to be sat on your phone. Yeah, and it's like that's what it is. You have to. It's character building, bro. Yeah, and the funny thing is, yeah, I think that's been lost in football. Yeah, because these players are getting paid so much money, and they're crap. They're absolutely shit, bruv. Like
I was
50 million
having the
used to
same
get you
conversation with
fucking
these lot the other
Zidane.
day about the Rashfords of this world and all these things. It's like, how the fuck can you feel sorry for these guys?
How do you feel sorry for Zinchenko? Because he's holding bench. He's on 150
Brother, he's
a
getting
week.
paid 150 grand. How can you feel sorry for this guy?
He's living a life, yeah, with a lifestyle that you could only dream of.
Yeah, for a player of his level, he should be having to fucking like break his neck to keep the lights on, mate. He's a bang average footballer at best, bro. Do you know what I mean? And bang average is being polite.
Facts. My man did the Piers Morgan interview a couple of years back, 18 months ago or so. Yeah, he blocked me on Instagram after I reacted to it on YouTube. That's how I know he's insecure, bro, because I've never added him, never commented on any of his posts, and never DM'd him, never followed him on Insta. Nothing. Yeah, I'm blocked on Insta because he watched that, because I reacted to it. This guy was saying, oh, yeah, well, you know, I've been back to Ukraine once, and, you know, what's this? Well, bro, get your boots on, get your rifle out, and go front line then. Yeah, you realize how tough your life is when you do that, mate. You've got a cushy little life. Yeah, this is the same guy that was taking money playing in Russia. Yeah, he played it for a Russian team, bruv. And it's just like all these things there. I just look at it and I just think most of these players are mercenaries, isn't it? Yeah, they're all mercenaries. They all want us to feel sorry for them. It's all about lowering the standards and poor me and this and that. You can't criticize. Yeah, sometimes criticism goes too far with the racismo and stuff like that. I see Tottenham posting out about Matthias Tell the other day. Yeah, because there was some fucking idiots on Twitter chatting shit. Yeah, but it's like, but by Tottenham highlighting that, yeah, that's going to cause more drama for him. Yeah, that's not to say he shouldn't be highlighted, but why don't you just go and find out who these idiots are and liaise and then fucking say, yo, because how many times, Rants, here, I don't know, I've gone off slightly off topic here, right? How many times have we seen people getting fucking, oh yeah, the racist comments towards Rashford, Saka, so on and so forth, yeah? When have we ever seen anyone convicted for this?
Yeah, facts. But this is what
because
I'm saying.
they love posting out the tweets,
punishing the people. Like, what are we actually doing here? You're spot on.
Tottenham posted it out, right? Listen, I've barely been online for 2 months, yeah. But I did the game the other night, yeah, and I was like, these motherfuckers are gonna win, innit? Yeah, and then bang, bottle job FC, right? But then the next day, the first tweet I see was Tottenham saying disgusting behaviour towards Matthias Tell. So has Tell seen that, or have Tottenham seen that? And either way, it shouldn't happen anyway, but we know this is social media and they ain't going to do fuck all about it. So whilst it's great to highlight it, I'm just sitting there going like, we see this every single fucking month in football, Rants, in every single fucking week in football, yeah? When are we going to get people getting highlighted that have actually gone to jail for it? You know, like, because it's all well and good Tottenham highlighting that to 20 million people that follow them, yeah, which is fair, it's cool. Yeah, but now what they've done indirectly is caused Tell a bigger problem this season. Yeah, and that's not to say they shouldn't be highlighting it, but bro, fucking there's a couple of dickheads that live in a fucking basement in their mum's yard. Yeah, so why don't you just find out who they are? Like, and get the police to nick them and then press charges. Yeah, I remember Wright, he had it before. I don't think he pressed charges in the end. He went to court and let him off. It's like,
oh yeah, you're right. Something did happen to him, and then there was a
in Ireland or something, and he went to court, and I think he let him off or something. I may be wrong, maybe he didn't, but I'm pretty sure he fucking let him off.
No, because I definitely do remember some sort of court case. You're right, but
yeah, they were saying along the lines of I just wanted to see his face or something, so he knew. Like saying like I don't know, man. Yeah, in Spain, yeah, Vinny gets it all the time. Vinny gets so much shit in Spain, it is crazy. Yeah, and it's like. It's just fucking jarring, bruv, because it's like these players, they're so mollycoddled. Shit like that should be highlighted, yeah. But at the same time, yeah, it's all well and good highlighting it, but you never see that person has ever ended up getting any repercussions off of it. Because if you live abroad, bro, they couldn't give a fuck. If you're in England, yeah, cool, the police will find you. If it's abroad, like they give a fuck. They don't care, bro. And that comes back to these players, yeah. They live in a bubble. yeah, where they've never had criticism. Then they get criticism, then criticism goes into other fucking stupid shit. So then anytime you criticize a player, you're now seen as the problem. Rants, every time you call a player out, yeah, look at that Garnacho one that you said. If you're old enough to wear this shirt, you're old enough to hold smoke. That's too much, apparently.
But listen, but Lee, time favored me. Time told, and I won. You know them way there. And now this guy's on his way out the football club, and people are seeing him for what he was. But when I said it, it's a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, like it just is what it is. There's a serious lack of accountability, but it's a societal problem. It's not just a football problem. This is why I just don't give a shit no more, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like even with this Rashford situation, it's like there's a complete lack of accountability. Everything is about, oh, but he's getting treated this way and that way, but nothing about his performances, bro. At the end of the day, if you weren't a footballer, no one would know who the fuck you were. So why can't we just talk about the football?
If you're stacking shelves in Asda.
Bro, why can't we talk about the football, Lee? Because that's what we know you for.
But
so
you're
let's
not
talk
allowed
about
to
that.
do that. You're not allowed to do that, Rants. Every time I mention Bukayo Saka, it's racism. No, it's
Yeah,
not. If he
bro,
drops a stinker, he's
it's
shit.
not that deep, bro.
And
Like,
if he
you're a
plays well, I'm saying he's
footballer.
played well.
I know you for playing football, so let's talk about your football. How about that? Let's talk about the open goal you missed the other day, bro. Was that the Glazers' fault?
Maybe he didn't have his Weetabix that day.
But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. This is what I don't understand. I don't really understand that, bro. And this is my issue with a lot of these modern footballers, bro. There's always a reason as to why it didn't work out. But the truth is, yeah, as a player, you are responsible for your own performances and no one else, bro. Football might be a team sport, yeah, but it is and it isn't. Because football's a team sport, yeah, but played by individuals, a group of individuals. Your individual performance is your responsibility on the day.
Why do we sit here waxing lyrical about, I don't know, Ronaldinho's, Messi's, Ronaldo's, players like that? Why don't we wax lyrical about the whole team they played in? Why? Because the individuals stood out in that team.
Regardless, do you know what I mean? And this is why certain players are revered amongst football clubs. Do you know what I mean? That's why Thierry Henry's revered the way he's revered, because Arsenal fans knew no matter how anyone else played, he was going to turn up most of the time.
Yeah, 95% of the time.
Yeah, same for players like Vieira. Do you know what I mean? These are the
same
guys
with Wayne Rooney at your club.
Yeah, these are the guys.
Every time that fucker played for your
Hazard.
club, bro, I remember you saying you were physically feeling sick. Yeah, when fucking Henry was on that pitch.
Because I knew that
it's
it
the same with Rooney,
how
bro.
Arsenal play. It's about how Henry's feeling that day. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's the difference. The best footballers, yeah, took accountability, and they were the difference, bro. Like, fuck the team, bro. Everyone's talking about, oh, the manager's tactics is the reason why this. And yes, it is to a certain degree, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. By the end of the day, yeah, certain players are above tactics. Hazard was above tactics. Rooney was above tactics. Henry was above tactics. That these are the players.
Sanchez,
it didn't matter.
Van Persie, Neymar's, Messi's, bro. These players
they're above tactics, bro. They're above them. It doesn't matter what the manager coaches. If these men decide that they're just gonna call game, they're gonna call game. It doesn't matter.
And that's why they go down as the greats. How many times here you've seen it at your football club? We've seen it. Not just everyone in this chat has seen players for their club just grab the ball and go, "Fuck this, we're winning this." Yeah, and for our clubs, yeah, well, you've seen a lot more than I have trophy-wise, but we've seen a lot of trophies, bro. And Chelsea fans watching this have seen a lot of trophies. Liverpool fans, yeah, they've had Steven Gerrard slap top bins.
Yeah, Gerrard was above tactics, and he was above the team that he played in. It didn't matter who his teammates were. He could pick up a game by the scruff of the neck and decide he's going to win that game. This is why some football fans put Gerrard above Scholes and Lampard. Not maybe on a technical level, but they put him above them for the fact that he could pick up a game by the scruff of the neck and decide that he wants to win that game. Do you understand? And this is where that comes from.
So, look at the Champions League final, 05. Yeah. He was at right wing back at one point, bro. And he said, "Nah, fuck it, 3-0 down to Ancelotti's AC Milan." Yeah, it was like, no, we're fucking winning this, mate. Hold that. Yeah, he won that second half. Yeah, and it's like when you look at the Rashfords, you look at like Garnachos, Madueke's, Doku's. It's like, bruv, come on, man. Like, honestly, these players, these ex-players that played in that era must be seething the amount of money that's in the game now.
No, but they are though. But that's where some of the bitterness comes from on the commentary.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe because like Wayne Rooney don't need the money. Thierry Henry might because he's been
yeah,
robbed.
because he had a divorce. Yeah, so Henry might need the money. You
know his wife he got robbed of money.
It's cheaper to keep her. Was ain't letting go of his wife. You know them when there.
Yeah. Same with Bex. Bex is keeper there, bro.
100%.
He'll just say yes, okay, anything you want, babes, anything you want.
Yep.
Yeah, anywhere you want to go, baby. I'm not going to argue. Yeah.
No, fact.
Yeah,
no
but
there.
It must be jarring for some of these players, and you're right. The bitterness, it's like somebody like Jamie O'Hara. Jamie O'Hara was in Arsenal Academy. The season we let him go, we signed Cesc.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Yeah, we signed Cesc. We let him go. Yeah, and this guy's sitting there chatting absolute breeze on fucking Talksport every day. But he's just a wind-up merchant. Jason Cundy. Does any Chelsea fan remember him playing for your club?
Yeah,
like just some bang average centre back. Yeah, but then you hear somebody like Tony Adams come out, or somebody like Roy Keane speak, or even Scholesy and players like that, and you shut up and listen. Yeah, because it's like when Roy Keane speaks, bro, I'm just like, yo, he's gonna land the minerals. He's gonna say it as it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, and you don't see the likes of Thierry Henry's obviously on TV a lot more now. Yeah, but when TT speaks about Arsenal, bro, 9 times out of 10 he says everything I think. Yeah, and you can't knock him. He played for the club. He's got a statue. He was one of the best players to ever play world football, ever. Yeah, like the amount of players that wanted to be Thierry Henry growing up. Go and ask Mbappe. I guarantee he says Henry. Guarantee it. Guarantee it, bro. Yeah, you got like Tim Sherwood chatting shit, but the ones that have not made enough money in their careers are the ones that are chatting shit all over fucking Talksport and Sky Sports and everywhere. Yeah, Roy Keane don't need the money. Roy Keane's just doing it because he don't want to be sat at home with wifey every day feeding the dogs. Yeah. Roy Keane don't need the money. Roy Keane's got enough money, I'd imagine. Yeah, Beckham.
Roy Keane would be doing all right, but Roy Keane was one of them guys. Remember, Roy Keane's got into management post-football and he's been doing punditry for a while, but he wasn't on the big money as a footballer because Keno would have been retiring just as the 100 grands were coming in. You know what I'm saying?
I reckon he was probably on best weekly, maybe 60.
Yeah, 70. Because Giggsy never got his 100 grand until he was in his like mid-30s, I think. And by then, Keno was already retired. So,
and he was at Celtic after he left United. Got kicked out, and he went Celtic. So Celtic probably wouldn't have paid him what United were paying him.
No. So like Giggsy and Scholes made their big money like right at the tail end because they played up to late 30s, early 40s. So yeah, them guys would have been making less.
But they must look at these fucking players, bro. I swear. It's like when I say about Eden Hazard, I look at Eden Hazard and I think you could have been one of the best players ever. Well, he is one of the best players ever.
I still think he was. Like he just didn't.
But he could have been the best in this era with Messi, Ronaldo's, Falcao's, all these players, right? But he didn't want it, and people like that fuck me off. They piss me off. Like Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's achieved everything, but he could have gone so much better, bro.
No, but you know what's funny about that, Lee? I don't necessarily agree. And the reason why I say that is because, I think because Hazard doesn't give a fuck, that's what made him the player he was. You know them ones. I reckon if he cared more, he wouldn't have been as good. Like, some people are just like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, some people, the more nonchalant they are, the more outrageous the stuff that they do on the pitch is. Like, if they actually thought more, and took the game more serious, they wouldn't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when I watch players like the Neymars and stuff, if Neymar cared about GA and efficiency more than he cared about having fun on the pitch, he wouldn't have been the same player. Do you know what I'm saying? He might have got more GA, but he wouldn't have been as entertaining. He wouldn't have been the same guy, bro. He would have been a fucking robot, bro. And a Neymar without a rainbow flick for no reason and a nutmeg for no reason is not
a little flip flap.
Yeah, for no reason. Like, if I don't see those things, then I don't rate him the same way. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hear that. Because like, listen, Neymar's cold, bro. Like, the players we're naming, we ain't seen players like that ever again, mate. Like, let's just the volume of these players. You might get the odd one here and there that are cold. But bro, we grew up in such an era, where we see hundreds of players that were sick. Centre backs, goalkeepers, like midfielders, so on and so forth, Bro, 1 in a million now. Like, that's why when I see when I was doing the Arsenal Newcastle game in pre-season, Max Dowman come off the bench and absolutely fucking ruined Joel Linton's career. 15-year-old boy. Me, Rashid, we were off our seats. We were like, fucking hell, bruv. This guy's cold. Yeah, because it's 1 in a million. Somebody mentioned Elise. Elise is a baller, bro. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like that. Them types of players could have played in them eras. Yeah, back in the early noughties, the 90s. Yeah, it's like they're few and far between now. Everything, you're right. Everything is robotic. There's no individuality. You have to stick to the system. You have to stick to your part of the pitch. So I kind of hear what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like when I see players like Hazard, bro, it's like he loves to drink. I love a drink,
yeah.
Right? He loves fucking eating burgers and chips and all of that stuff in before pre-season in his downtime. But then he just can't be asked to do all the training to get it all back off again. Right? But when you have a maverick player like that, you have to understand that. But when you go to Real Madrid for 100 M's, bro, you're just any player.
Yeah, but this is why I don't agree that if he took it more serious, I think, with players like him, it's how you manage them. It's not how they manage themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they're going to do whatever they're going to fucking do anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's the same in like the Gazas and all of these players and the Romarios. If you got a Romario that wants to go carnival, you just let him go carnival. Like
Ronaldinho in the club till 4 with the bad things.
Yeah, like you can't say to him, like, nah, we don't want you to go carnival. We don't want you to party, because the part of him that makes him want to do that is the part of him that makes him the player he is. And that's what they used to do with Dennis Rodman at the Chicago Bulls. They didn't used to say, you know what, Dennis, if you didn't party, if you didn't do all these things, you'd be a better player. It's like, bro, just make sure it doesn't affect your on the pitch performances, and we'll facilitate that bullshit. And it didn't affect the on the court stuff with Rodman, and it didn't affect on the pitch with Hazard either.
Only at Madrid. Only at Madrid. Yeah, but
he said it. But that was injuries, though. Do you know what I'm saying? But a fully fit Eden Hazard, you never looked at him saying, "Oh, you know what? He looks off it today because he's been drinking too much." Like you never saw that.
Even with the little pot belly and that, bro, that guy run rings around everyone. He was unreal.
You never saw Hazard and thought, you know what? Like,
I swear, when he was at Chelsea,
his head's not in the game.
When he bumped Coquelin, I swear he's still spinning now.
It's running, bro. Like, you never watched Hazard have an off day and say, "Oh, you know what? His head's not in the game. He's not living the right life."
Yeah.
Like, bro, you never heard that. You used to see him taking a piss out of people, and his teammates would say, "Oh, this guy's lazy," and we'd be like, "Oh, I can't tell."
Yeah, but they do that with Jack, and that's why I get the ump.
Yeah,
because Jack's not as talented as Hazard. But Jack's still a baller. Yeah, but that maybe that's because he's English. Yeah, so the English
Jack
media
could have been like the Wayne Rooney to his generation of players.
That's why I get the ump with these players, Rants.
Yeah, but I reckon if he was managed properly, I don't think it's anything to do with his application. Because if Jack stops drinking, he still is not a pet player. You know them ones. The alcohol is not the reason.
Same with Savio, bro. These men are on my neck because Savio's going to Spurs. Yeah, he's failed.
And he'll do well at Spurs.
Bro, he never played right wing at Girona the whole fucking season. This twat's played him right wing all season. Play him left, he'll ball out. And it's like players that get me off my seat, maybe people that go, "Oh, you're aesthetics merchants and all this shit," that's cool, I've seen proper footballers, so have you, and so have most of my chat and your chat. And it's like when you get these little swats that sit online, they go, "Oh, but he's got no GA, he only got 1 goal. Savio only scored 1. Who gives a fuck, bruv? Jack Grealish is a baller. He's got more yellow cards than goals in the Premier League. Who cares, bro? That's true, man. He's got more yellow cards than goals. He's got more yellow cards than assists. Yeah, guess what? He's won a treble. Yeah, he's won 3 in a row.
And bro, he was instrumental in that treble season as well. That's why when people are trying to compare Grealish to Marcus Rashford, it's disingenuous. Like, don't piss me off, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know they were saying, "Oh, Rashford's gone through XYZ and racism and all this." Listen, don't you dare compare Jack Grealish, winning a treble, like promoting Aston Villa from the Championship as a fucking youth. I think he was a teenager. Yeah. Don't compare that to anything Rashford's ever done in his career, bro, because he ain't done nothing anywhere near that. you know what I mean? So don't take the piss over it.
And maybe you can feed some tapas to the kids in Barca, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, it's not making sense.
No, but this is what it is. It all comes back to GA. You know, this is this era. Yeah, people don't like players like Savio, like Jack. You know, like players like that.
Yeah, they only care about numbers, bro. Like if
Yeah.
they can't see it on a piece of paper, yeah, they don't know how to communicate it, because that's how they learn football. They learn football with FPL. Do you know what I'm saying? And FIFA cards and stuff. That's how they've learned football.
Yeah,
like,
upgrades.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
team
like
of the
special
season.
shiny cards and shit, bro. Like them fucking FIFA cards. I don't know what the player of the week cards or whatever cards, whatever the cards are called, bro. Like that's how they learned football. They learned football from video games. They didn't learn football from playing football or watching football. And I would argue that it's not the watching, it's the playing football. Because no matter what level you played at, even if you just played in your school team, yeah, the way to really appreciate how good a footballer is, yeah, is to actually be able to play football yourself at any level and know what to look for in a good player, bro. Like if you just never played football and you spent your childhood playing video games and not outside, like your opinion on football can only be valid up to a certain point, because what the fuck do you know?
Jumpers for goalposts, trying to do
If
Ronaldinho skills.
If you don't
and
know
all that
about
shit.
leaving your house on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock and not getting home till dinner time,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Because you was out playing football, then your opinion on what's a good footballer and what's a bad footballer, bro, you're getting it from a video game. I don't give a toss about your opinion. What? Because he got 99 pace. That's why he's good. Or he's got 5-star skill moves. You can fuck right off with all that. I'm not here for all that.
Or he's got. So I see one the other day. Yeah, I see a tweet the other
Man's
day.
got all the flair traits, Lee. He's got the flair traits.
I see one the other day. Yeah, I don't know what team the guy supports here. I see a tweet. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was today. It was yesterday or today. Yeah, and it said Rodrigo got 11 GA in La Liga. Martinelli got 12 GA. Yeah, Eze got whatever GA he got, 16 GA or whatever. Yeah, I don't really see the difference in any of these. Why are Arsenal so keen on Rodrigo? Yeah, it's like, okay, on that best premise then, yeah, why don't we go and sign Brennan fucking Johnson then? Because he got more GA than all of them.
You can have two players with identical stats. This is why you don't look at stats. You look at the players. Because you can look at players with identical stats that are completely different, have completely different strengths and weaknesses, and would be better for your team.
Facts.
And their stats are the same, but one is way better than the other.
Rodrigo walks into both of our teams, so does Grealish.
Rodrigo walks into pretty much every team here in the game, blood, because he walks into Barca. He walks into
Bayern.
Yeah, he walks into Bayern. What other the top? Inter Milan got to the final.
Liverpool.
He walks into Inter. He walks into Liverpool.
City.
Like, bro, there's not a team he don't walk in. He walks into Man City.
Walks into every club on the
Who's going
planet.
to keep him out the team? Doku.
Yeah, because he don't retain the ball properly. Doku does.
Come on, bro. He walks into Man City. I mean, into PSG. They got Barcola and fucking
Fouad Kadani, bro. Fouad Kadani on the left wing.
Bro,
like, it's crazy work. It's crazy.
Rodrigo walks into all of these teams.
Yeah, see, same with Savio, bro. Yeah, bro, I swear down, these people are sleeping on this guy, bro. Yeah, like you said earlier about your Garnacho take, yeah, with hold smoke and all that, yeah. Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, if he signs for Tottenham, that guy is playing left wing. Yeah, he never played, bro. I watched Girona every week last year.
Will actually rate him.
Yeah, and they'll have Solanke up front. He'll be spamming crosses into the box with quality.
Bro, I can't lie. Yeah. Solanke's gonna struggle to keep Richarlison out of the team, bro. The way that
he looks alright the other night.
The way Richarlison's playing at the moment.
But either way, he's got 2 target men up front. Yeah, his delivery is unbelievable, bro. I know Girona are getting pipes. I forgot that game was on. Yeah, but I'll be real. Yeah, he never played right wing at Girona. Yeah, first game of the season, he got locked up by Gusto, I think, in the first 20 minutes. And then Pep switched him against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and he absolutely ruined Cucurella. Yeah, he ruined us. Yeah, absolutely schooled Calafiori all game. Yeah, amount of time then that when they played, I think it was West Ham. Yeah, and he spun the ball past Kufau, I think it was. He looked up straight away and he whipped the ball in, and Haaland bullet header. Yeah, bro, that's one of the best crosses I've seen for years. Yeah, and what did Pep do? Next game, you're on the right wing, mate. It's like, why are you playing this geezer on the right? Yes, he can play right, but he's so effective on the left. Yeah, he goes Tottenham. I'm telling you, that guy's going to be fucking sick this season. I'm fuming if he goes Tottenham. Yeah, that cross that he did for Haaland for that goal against West Ham. I see that cross, and anyone who watches La Liga, yeah, right? How many times did he do that cross for Dovbyk like in that season at Girona? Yeah, it was dropped the shoulder. He ruined Sergio Ramos' career, bro. He had to send him to Mexico. They absolutely schooled him. Him and Dovbyk cooked him, bro, when he was playing at Sevilla. Yeah, and it's like, I look at it, and these people like Pedro Neto, people cuss me all the time. Pedro Neto is a fucking baller, bro. Yeah, him and Savio are unbelievable. And then I'm watching Mad Wakey, Brennan Johnson, Doku. Yeah. Saka, I like Saka, yeah, but Saka has become so robotic under this manager. Yeah, but he's very good at what he does, Saka. Yeah, he's got that pin the defender, spin and shot with the left. Yeah, he's got that nailed. He's got that absolutely fucking nailed off. Yeah, but it's like, other than that, bro, it's like, he gets doubled and trebled up on. Cool. So does Max Dowman, bro, and they all backed off because they know he can go left or right and he's techie. So does Lamine Yamal. Yeah, cool. I'll just nutmeg you then. See you later. Yeah, and that's not a diss at Saka because Saka's decent. Yeah, Max Dowman's our best player, bro. I said it in pre-season. I've seen Max Dowman. You see him when we played you lot in the Youth Cup.
He's talented. He's talented.
Bro, he's unbelievably gifted, man. Yeah, but it's now where this manager takes him in the next couple of years if this manager stays at this club. Because when he come off the bench against Newcastle, bro, Joel Linton's a bully. We all know that. We've seen him bully all of our teams, yeah? Right? As soon as he came off the bench, 20 minutes to go against Newcastle, he dropped a shoulder, sent him to the shop, and then he wiped him out as he went the other way. He gets the ball on the right wing. Yeah, he drops a shoulder, sends you to the shop, bye-bye. Then, you know when a player does that little drop of it, but they're standing on the spot and they do the drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now see you later. Then he nutmegged the player, goes running into the box, penalty. The way he got the penalty against, we played the other week. Who did we play the other week? Was it Villarreal or Bilbao? It was Villarreal or Bilbao. Yeah, and he did the same thing. It's like, bro, this guy is so fucking cold. You can't teach that shit. That is natural talent. You can't teach Mad Wakey, or Garnacho to stand there with three players around them within 5 yards, knowing that they know you can go left or right and you can ruin all of them, and you just drop a shoulder and they'll go shop, see you later.
Yeah, but Lee, this is why people say to me, Rants, all you care about is what it looks like and you're an aesthetic merchant and all these things. But the bottom line is, those little nuances in football, you cannot teach those things. These little instinctive things. He's a 15-year-old doing that. So why do you think that a 24-year-old is just going to be able to just wake up one day and do that? Why couldn't he do it at 15? Do you know what I'm saying? I've never in my life seen a player that was shit at 15 and then at 25 they're amazing. It doesn't happen. Like, the majority of the skills that you amass as an athlete, these things, you pick them up from a very, very early age, bruv. Whether you played that sport or not, because a lot of skills in sport are transferable. So if you've had good hand-eye coordination, you had good hand-eye coordination at 4 years old. You didn't just have it at 18, bro. You always had it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you see these guys that have great balance and they're great dribblers, guess what? They had great balance at 8 years old. Do you know what I'm saying?
And good IQ as well. This Max Dowman very rarely fucks a pass up. The only thing that he's not good at is his shooting. Yeah, but that'll come.
And you can improve shooting up into a certain point. However, he's never going to be a great striker of the football because, again, you can't teach those things. Like, even striking a football, is technique and coordination, bro. Everyone's technique and coordination is different. The way that Beckham strikes the ball, the way Van Persie strikes a ball, you can't teach someone to wrap their foot around the ball like Van Persie. Like Van Persie, the way every time he strikes the ball, he strikes it perfectly, bro. Like I can't remember the last time I've seen him even miscue a shot, bro. Every time he hits the ball, whether it goes on target or not, the connection is always sweet. You never see him scuffing and dragging shots across the goal, and that Greenwood's kind of the same. Like every time Mason hits the ball with both feet, he strikes it well. Even if he misses the target, he strikes it well. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a certain man that can strike a football. Lampard could strike a ball.
Gerrard.
Do you know what I mean? Rooney could strike a ball. Gerrard could strike a ball.
Ronaldo.
And it didn't matter whether they hit the target or not. They were striking through that football, bro.
Yeah, Ronaldo's the same. Even though he just slaps everything, he slaps it and it goes in, bruv. Yeah, so I'm saying, yeah, it's
coordination, bro. Like once you've got that coordination, yeah, you just have an ability to strike a ball well, like regardless whether it's bouncing, whether it's in the air on the volley, whether it's first time, whether it's whatever. It doesn't matter.
But do you think some like obviously this Max Dowman, he's going to be in our squad this season? Yeah, and for me personally, that's the player I'm looking forward to watching.
When he turns 16, he can play or something, isn't it?
No. You have to be 15 from the turn of the season. So he would have been in our squad last season, but he was 14 when the season started.
So you have to be turning 16 that season.
No, you have to be turning 15. You have to be 15 from when the season starts.
Yeah, but that means your 16th birthday will be during the season, right?
Not necessarily. Yeah, because you could be 15. Yeah, you could
be born after May, you mean?
Be 15 in August, just a week before the season starts.
Right.
Yeah. Like you could be 15 then, so you're not going to be 16 until the following August.
Until the following season.
So you could be 15 for the whole season. Yeah, but he was 14.
That's a weird age.
I know, it's mad, isn't it?
That's not the age to do anything in England.
Bro, this guy, yeah, I swear, Rants, I'm not one to overgas Arsenal players, yeah, you know this, yeah. Bro, every time this guy has come off the bench in pre-season, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, mate. Yeah, and he's playing right wing. So Saka's going off, he's coming on, yeah. Bro, it's like watching, people are going to take this out of context, yeah. It's like watching a mix of Lamine Yamal and Messi. Because he's got the burst over 5 yards of Messi, yeah, with the ball control of Messi, but then he's got the dribbling and the IQ as well. Yeah, so he can go out on the right wing with 3 players around him. When you watch Lamine Yamal, how tall is he? I don't know, to be fair. No, Woody, come on. That's what I'm saying. You're taking it out of context. I'm talking about the playing style. I'm not talking about how good the player is. Yeah, we know Messi and Yamal are gone. Yeah, but I don't know how tall he is. Yeah, but what I'm saying is when he's got 3 players around him, notice they all back off. Why don't they back off when Saka's got the ball in the same position? Why?
Yeah. No. Saka's not got the flair though, innit? It's a different threat.
And that's what I'm saying. This guy is left, right, bro. When we played you in the Youth Cup, yeah, just go and watch the highlights later when you get a chance. That Youth Cup game, bro, he's on the left, he's on the right, he's in the center. Yeah, against Villarreal, he came off the bench, he run rings around everyone. He's 6 foot, is he? 6'1". There you go. And he's got a burst of pace over 5-10 yards, and he's gone, bruv. Yeah, he's got a burst, yeah. Bro, this guy, I'm telling you right now, this guy is so comfortable on the ball, bro. When he came on against Newcastle, first time he got the ball, within 10 seconds of being on the pitch, he's up against Joe Linton. Yeah, a beast, a big fucking bully, bruv. Yeah, he just chucked the ball, dropped his shoulder. Joe Linton's gone over there. He's now spinning that way. Joe Linton wiped him out. Yeah, then, yeah, he sat him on his bum again. Then Joe Linton gave a penalty away against him. Yeah, and at the end of the game, yeah, Joe Linton went up and tapped him and it was like, yo, good game, bruv. Yeah, because now you fucking realise this is a baller, bro. Yeah, this is a baller, bro. I've not been so excited about a player at my football club since probably Alexis. I can't lie.
First.
Yeah, because like I'll be honest with you, Rants. Yeah, watching this robotic. So does
your manager give him minutes?
He's been bringing him off the bench, which I kind of understand because he is only 15.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a long season, isn't it? So I don't expect him to be starting loads of games and finishing 90 minutes. But I'm telling you right now, Rants, yeah, this guy is a baller. And it's now what Arteta does with him because he hasn't been Arteta-fied yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like I've seen Saka play great football. Martinelli play great football. I've seen Maitland-Niles balling out. Yeah, I've seen some players at this club that have come through academy or joined at a young age. Yeah, and it's like now they're all robotic. Yeah, Saka and Martinelli. Yeah, when we played Liverpool in the 5-5 years ago in the League Cup at Anfield, bro. Totally different players. 77 Saka was a baller, bro. Now he's robotic.
Yeah.
Which is why I know that if we get a better manager, Saka could be unlocked a little bit more. Yeah, Odegaard could go up a level as well. Martinelli could have a bit more freedom. Martinelli's always got his head down and he's just chasing fucking his first touch. But that's because he's under pressure because Saka's so good on the other side. Yeah, and Saka's nailed for the last 3 or 4 seasons. Oh, he's got a red card here. Girona's keeper's been sent off. They're 2-0 down at home, and he's been sent off. Wait, the fruitos. Man's called the fruits, you know. That's crazy. But now real talk here. Like, I think this Dalman, bro, if we have a decent manager, if easiest way to explain it, yeah. If Hansi Flick, Arsene Wenger, Jurgen Klopp, yeah, or Luis Enrique, for example, had Max Dalman, in 2-3 years' time, we're talking about one of the best players in the world. Yeah, that's how confident I am this guy's going to be good. Yeah, and bro, you know I don't gas up anyone, yeah, from my club.
Yes.
This guy's unreal,
I guess
mate.
we'll see, bro. I've only seen him really play against players his age, innit? I didn't watch him in preseason, so I don't know what he's on. But
destroyed Joe Linton.
he looked really, really good when I seen him play in the FA Youth Cup against our lot. So
yeah. But that's what I've said on my streams before. It's like, it's all well and good doing that against 18, 19-year-olds when you're 14, 15. How do you transfer that into a Joel Linton? Like, how do you transfer that into these fucking bullies in midfield, like Castado and like Lavias and players like that? Bro, I know it was only pre-season. Yeah, but bro, the comment underneath that afterwards as well, he had Joel Linton on the fucking ropes, bro. He schooled him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, to the point where Joel Linton went and tapped him on the shoulder and was like, yo.
Joe Linton, actually, they asked Joe Linton about him because I remember seeing the quotes. Joe Linton was saying, yeah, like, he's going to be a good, like, obviously you can't predict the future with young players, but like, he's a talented player. But I didn't see what he did to Joe Linton for them to ask Joe Linton about him.
Bro,
but
first time, as soon as, I'm not even taking the piss here. Me, Rashid Cole, Nulsad was snoring because he had a hangover. I think this red card's going to get rescinded, by the way. Yeah, it's going to get overturned because I think the ball actually went out of play. But yeah, we were sat there, and when he came off the bench, we was like, yo, Dalman's on. Yeah, Dalman's on. Yeah, and it was like, first time he got the ball, bro, literally, as soon as he came on, Joe Linton wiped him out because he sent him to the shop just with a little body feint. And it's like, you know, when you, like, you do boxing, obviously you're going to have a fight this month. Yeah, you know, when you do that twitchy little Tyson Fury shit. Yeah, you know, when you got a player that does that, yeah, Doku does it like he's being electrocuted. Yeah. Dalman does it with a little drop of the, like, it's in slow motion kind of thing. It's not overly done. Bro, I promise you, yeah, this guy glides around the football pitch. Yeah, I've never been so gassed for a fucking player. Yeah, that penalty stands, by the way. All right, 3-0. Wait, Issy's just scored. That's a fucking Girona are getting pammed 3-0 at home. First game of the season against Vallecano. But no, I'll be real, Rants here. I've not been so hyped about a player joining my club or being at my club and looking forward to watching a player at my club since Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, for this kid. This kid is unbelievable, mate. Yeah, whether he goes on to have a good career or not, I don't know. Yeah, that's down to him. That's down to his friendship group, his family, his agent, and the manager and the club. Yeah, but we'll see, innit? We'll see, because the thing is, Saka's not going to get dropped. So he's going to be used sparingly. But, bro, he can play left wing, right wing, and he can play 10. Play anywhere. Yeah, he's unbelievable, bro. Yeah, and he's so quick over 5-10 yards. So once, bro, when he came on against Newcastle, I'll send you the highlights in a bit, yeah? Right? He was on the right wing. He had 3 players around him. He dropped a shoulder, sent him over there. Then he took the ball 2-3 yards up the pitch, literally on the touchline, dropped a shoulder again. Now he's gone. Now the third player, as you're running, you know when you flip it on the outside of your boot through a player's legs? Nutmeg him. He did that and he was gone. Joe Linton's now chasing him, brought him down for a penalty. Yeah, that was near the halfway line, bro. In fact, I think it was in our own half. 3 players around him, done all 3 of them, run into the box, penalty. Yeah, bro, he's unbelievable, mate. And it's like, how are you that fucking good at football at 15? Yeah, that you're ruining seasoned vets that are playing week in, week out, fully grown men that are bullies and bullying fucking Odegaard and players like that every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm excited to watch him this season. I just hope this manager plays him a lot. But at the same time, he is only 15. So it's like, he's still developing in like his physicality and, you know, stuff like that. So you can't really overplay him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is why I worry for him, man, because this manager is a scrub. Yeah, he played Ethan at 15.
I don't trust that manager with young players in general, innit? Even the way he was treating Wanyeri, yeah, like, I'm surprised he signed a new deal one. So I don't know. Did they offer him loads more money for him to sign that?
I have no idea how much he's on, to be fair.
Because if I was him, I wouldn't have signed that because I'm not seeing signs that Arteta is going to use him more, especially the fact that you've brought in quite a few players this summer. So I think his minutes are going to be scarce like they were last season.
I think that's probably more down to Berta just convincing him. Yeah, because now we can get a fee for him, a big fee, because now he's on a long-term deal for 5 years, 4.5 years, whatever it is. Yeah, so it's like, okay, cool, we're protecting our player, like, and the value of that player for our club, because we know he's a talent, and he is a talent. Yeah, and if it was me, yeah, people will lose their shit when I say this. Saka on the left, Dalman on the right, Ethan in the 10, Gyökeres up front. Yeah, and I hope we see that at some point, yeah, because some of these pre-season games, Viacana are in again. Fucking great save. That should have been 4-0. Yeah, we haven't seen Dalman on the pitch with Ethan on the pitch with Gyökeres on the pitch at the same time. He was subbing everyone off. Yeah, there was an instance in one of the games. I can't remember what game it was. Yeah, where Odegaard was on the pitch and Dalman was on the right, and we had a breakaway. Yeah, and Odegaard deliberately held the ball too long. Yeah, but if he'd given it to Dalman, that would have ended up as a goal for Dalman. Dalman's won 2 penalties for us in pre-season, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's where Odegaard's penalties have come from. Odegaard scored 2 pens out of 2. Great pens, both of them. Yeah, but Dalman won the pens. Give the boy a penalty, bro. Let him take a pen. It's pre-season. Yeah, but I'm gassed to see this boy play football next season. And it's like, I don't get gassed about my club because everything about it fucking stinks, yeah? But if he's on the pitch, I'm excited. Yeah, because he's quality, bro. Yeah, Dalman was fuming because Dalman wanted the pen. He was fuming, you're right.
Yeah, no, okay.
The one against Villarreal runs, yeah? Right, he's got the ball. He's dropped his shoulder on it's like, so it's on the side of the box, near the, like, towards the corner flag. It's on the, like, yeah, he's dropped a shoulder, flipped it. Yeah, and the guy's just chopped him straight out. And this is the problem. When you have a player that can play left foot, right foot, so skillful and equally as comfortable on both feet, you're a massive problem. That's why Yamal's a problem. Yeah, that's why Neymar was always a problem. That's why Messi was a problem, even though his left foot was the coldest. Yeah, he can still dribble with his right. Yeah, it's like players that are so techie and have a bit of pace, yeah, and IQ. The only fucking Viacana were on smoke. Fucking hell, nearly 4-0. They're the players that these defenders back off of. Whereas Saka's nowhere near as techie as this guy. So they'll go and press him. Yeah, and force him into a mistake. Whereas with Dalman, they were standing off of him. Yeah, and it was like, now he gets a 5-yard run at you, you're finished. Yeah, because he can go anywhere. Yeah, and that's what he was doing all pre-season, bro. I missed the AC Milan game, but I watched the other 4 games. Yeah, so I missed 1 out of 5. Every time he came on the pitch, best player on the pitch. 15. Mad. Same age as my fucking daughter. Crazy. Unbelievably
that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, that's mental, bro. No, it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be an interesting season anyway, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, make sure that you bring your cigar, bro. After we beat you on
make sure you bring your shin pads and your boots and that, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you know the way that was your manager's shit last season. Do you know what I'm saying? He wanted all of you lot to turn up, and obviously that didn't fucking work. So I want to see. It'd be interesting to see what the gimmick is this season. You know what I mean?
The gimmick this season is we had a tough start, innit?
Yeah, that's not gonna work, really.
Well, he's already trying it, bro. He's saying, he was talking about going to Old Trafford. Oh, it's a beautiful stadium. It's great that we're playing a massive football club and all of this and that. Then he was talking about, they asked him about the referees and the new laws that have come into play for this season. And he said it twice in the same paragraph, yeah? He said they've made it very clear, very, very clear what the laws are this season. So I don't want to see Terry Flowers doing no PGMOL hate Arsenal. Yeah, I don't want to see any Arsenal fans crying about refs because your manager has told us, yeah, that 4-0, fucking hell, Girona are getting scored. Did that go in? No, it didn't. It went wide. Yeah, and the manager's told us that they've made it very, very clear. So I don't want to hear him crying about the refs. I don't want to hear any of our fans crying about the refs. They've made it very, very clear. So I don't want to hear no excuses. It did go in, but it's a foul, I think. Fucking hell. Like, Girona look all over the gaff. Oh, that Miguel Gutierrez, he went to Napoli, didn't he?
I have no idea.
Should never have sold him, man. We should have bought him if they did. You should have bought him. Left back. Crazy. Right, hopefully this manager at Girona gets sacked and we can get him in September or October. Hopefully that's the plan. They sack him. Yeah, and then we get him because this guy's a G. Yeah, and Is what it is. But you're confident, bro. You're confident you're going to slap us up on that, yeah?
I don't think we're going to slap you up, but I'm confident that we'll get the window. I don't think we'll slap you up though. I think it's going to be a smash and grab performance. I think it's going to be a shit game, and I just think that we'll produce a moment of quality to just nick it. That's what I think. Do you know what I mean? But it's going to be an interesting game, bro. Do you know what I mean? To answer the super chat, nah, bro. Timber's brother, like he's a midfielder, innit? Yeah, no thanks, bro. I don't want.
He's decent.
Yeah, I don't care. No thanks, bro. No thanks. Do you know what I mean? I'm all right. I'm not going to pretend that I would have given a shit who he was if I didn't know who his brother was. It's one of those. I've seen him play. Like, it's just no.
You don't rate him?
Me. Like, obviously, obviously it broke while we were live in the other thing that it broke that they're not letting Belabor go, or Belabor's not for sale or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll see how this window goes, innit? We'll absolutely see how this window goes, because
Belabor's for sale. That's just a load of bollocks.
He's for sale, Lee. He's for sale, but he's for sale for the price that Brighton want. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is
Fabrizio and Ornstein just trying to cause a load of drama.
No, but I don't think they're trying to cause drama, Lee. But bro, every single big transfer that we've seen in recent times, there's always a brief. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Deluded was saying that when you lot were trying to sign Rice, there was a brief that he wasn't for sale.
Yeah, they told us that we weren't going to spend more than 75 M's on him.
And now,
we had good relations with Brighton, and we were going to go and get Caicedo.
So here this is now. Look at this. The level of money they've indicated it would take to consider a deal is beyond what Man United are willing to pay in the current market. That's what this is saying right now. However, literally about 20 minutes ago, they were saying that Man United went to speak to Brighton and there was no price discussed, and they just said he's not available. So which one is it?
But that's what I'm saying. Ornstein's a fraud, bro. I've been telling everyone for years. Yeah, this guy.
No, I'm just saying, Lee. The truth is, it's lies, isn't it? All of this is lies.
But that's what I'm saying. It's to cause drama, Rants, yeah? Because let's be real. We all know Isak's going to Liverpool. We all know that. Yeah, and they can't have all the big signings go through before the season starts. They have to keep a couple, Garnacho, Isak, Baleba. They have to keep a couple aside, yeah, for the later end of the window. Bro, this is all done by design. I'm convinced of it, yeah? And the more I see these transfer windows, the more I'm convinced.
Big transfers always work like this anyway, bruv. Do you know what I mean? The same thing happened with the same thing happened with Mbumo. Bare people were saying, he's not for sale no more. Like, do you know what I mean? Man was saying, yo, Man United got 2 bids rejected, and then they were like, what's taking so long? United aren't gonna do XYZ. It's not happening, bro. And it's like, bro, Mbumo's here now. Like, people need to realize when Caicedo was supposed to leave Brighton, wasn't he meant to go to you guys in January? And then the deal never happened. Then he signed a new deal.
Relations.
Yeah, he signed a new deal and then he left in the summer, right?
Yeah, we never went back for him.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to understand is, within less than 24 hours, there was a briefing that Man United and Brighton are speaking about money, and a deal is going to be agreed, and Man United are preparing a bid. That's what they said. They went from Man United preparing a bid to no money was spoken about. Brighton just said he weren't for sale. Now they're saying, Brighton are saying they wanted 115 million, and Man United weren't prepared to pay that. I don't believe any of those things are true.
No.
I don't believe.
But everyone's got a price, and we know Brighton are Brighton. They'll sell anyway.
Man United have gone to Brighton, yeah. Brighton have said some mad amount of money that Man United are willing to pay, but they're not going to tell them they're willing to pay that, because that's not how you negotiate. Man United already know that Baleba wants to play for them, so they've said to Brighton, yo, you're moving mad. That's what they've said. Do you know what I'm saying? They've already agreed personal terms with the player, and I fully expect Man United to put in a bid for this player still, bro. Do you know what I mean? An official bid, and in a bid, that will get the player. I still expect that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Baleba's got Man United. 100%.
Yeah, but think about it this way, Lee. Brighton are not dumb, because Brighton are thinking, hold on, if we keep Baleba, his price is only going to go up next season because we can start a bidding war. So if Man United want him this season, then of course we're going to make them overpay a little bit because we can get more money next year. They know that they can get more money
Yeah,
next
but
year.
they can only get more money next year if he stays fit and has a good season. Otherwise,
Exactly,
it depreciates.
That's the gamble. That's the gamble on their side. Because what if they keep him and then he gets injured in the third game of the season?
And they've got no previous of doing that. Yeah, because as soon as the club comes in with the right money, now they accept every time, Rants.
But there you go.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Fabrizio said we are preparing a bid. Today it's off, bruv. Listen, do you think Man United would have been negotiating, yeah? Do you think United would have been negotiating with Baleba for 2 full weeks, yeah? 2 full weeks. If Brighton indicated to them that he wasn't for sale at all?
And let's not forget here as well, yeah? Let's not forget, right? Yeah, the agent of Baleba would have had conversations with Brighton and know how much, yeah? Even when he signed the contract.
Well, of course.
Yeah, and even along the way before this negotiation, how much they'd be accepting, yeah, to get rid of him. How much they'd be prepared to accept. So this is all a game. It's all a game. Cat and mouse. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's play chess. Yeah, this is why I know Isak's going to Liverpool, bro. Yeah, Victor Gyökeres is the same thing. Yeah, Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, it's all off. Oh, he doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Bro, the guy was sat in some fucking adults only hotel in Mallorca. Yeah, chilling because the deal was done 2 weeks earlier. Yeah, but then they drip feed it. And unless anyone sneaks the information out within that 2 week period or week period, which nobody did with Gyökeres, bro, I know factually Reece Nelson signed for Fulham before he signed for before it was announced that he signed for Fulham, bro. Fabrizio was still doing up the gimmick. He was going to Ipswich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like even Brighton just tweeted out Baleba, yeah, smiling in training. Yeah, because they're trying to show people, yo, he's happy here, so pay the money. It's
not even that, Rants. It's not even
all about
that.
The money.
It's not even that, Rants. Yeah, that's just to keep Brighton fans calm. We're playing hardball. Yeah, look at the Brighton owner the other week, or the other day, sitting there going, Chelsea are my best customer. Yeah, did you see that? Chelsea are my best customers. They come back every year and they keep paying over the odds. Yeah, that's basically what he was saying. Yeah, and all the fans stood up and laughed. Bro, if you ain't won a trophy, a major honour in your entire fucking existence, you should be punching his head off. That you keep sending your best players, because look at the quality they've got, yeah? Right? But we know Baleba's going Man U. The fact they've tweeted that out is just for social media bullshit to keep we're trying to play hardball. We're trying to play hard. Bro,
yeah,
he's
bro,
probably
Man
signed the
United
fucking
know,
contract.
Man United know that Brighton want a stupid amount of money for this brother. They probably want what they got for Caicedo, yeah? United know that he's not worth that yet. However, these man... 90. But like you said, these men, if they risk keeping him for one more season, yes, there could be a bidding war, but there is a possibility that he could get injured or he could have a season not as good. Do you know what I mean? If you look at Kudus, if West Ham sold Kudus, yeah, the season before last season, they would have got way more money for him.
Oh, yeah, they would have got like Sesko money.
Yeah. They would have got
80,
way
60,
more.
80,
But last
90.
season, he wasn't great. But the season before, he was on smoke. They were quoting him at 80, 90 million.
Yeah. Facts. And the thing is as well, yeah, when you look at somebody like Garnacho is going to go for about what, 55, 60, 65
I don't think
maybe.
He will, you know. I don't think he will now.
But I think that deal was already done. That deal was already done, bro.
But I think 40 mil will. I think it'll be that, including add-ons. Maybe we'll get a 40 mil. Maybe.
Well, you don't think it'll be that high? Do you think it'll be 40?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
bro,
reckon that'd be 55.
I think because Chelsea, Man United value him at 50, Chelsea value him at 30. So I think we meet in the middle at 40.
Oh, yeah, we value him at 30p, bro. Yeah. No, they'll get 45, 50, plus maybe 7 to 10 million in add-ons. And Fabrizio would tweet out easily achievable add-ons to make it look like Man United have pulled a masterstroke. Yeah, because this is what these guys do, bro. Yeah. Like, how many of these players that go with add-ons actually achieve their add-ons? And what are the add-ons here? Because Aaron Ramsdale, I'll give you another example, yeah? Aaron Ramsdale left Arsenal for 18 million, yeah? Plus 7 in add-ons or 8 in add-ons. Yeah, and Ornstein posted it out saying 1 million of the add-ons, yeah, is if they stay in the Premier League, Southampton. Well, we definitely didn't get that then, did we? Because they got relegated, so it's still 18 mil. Yeah. Yeah, so the other 6 or 7 mil was performance related. So that means clean sheets, right? Yeah, would he kept 3 all season?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so we got 18 mil for him then. Why don't you just say it's 18 mil? But they make it, and the way these journalists have been doing it, yeah, they post out in euros or dollars. It's like, bro, we're in England. Well, you're in England, yeah. And I see the Darwin Núñez one, 53 million euros. Bro, the UK don't use euros, and neither does Saudi. So why is it not in fucking pounds or Saudi fucking currency? Yeah, because they try and make it look like the club has spun a major masterstroke. Yeah, it's so fucking jarring. Yeah, these men are all playing a game and they're all working on behalf of the clubs. Yeah, Victor Gyökeres was done 2 weeks before he was announced. Yeah, and the removal company at his house. He's split up with his missus. He's on holiday. Don't know whether he's coming or going. He's gone on strike. They weren't. He was enjoying his holiday in Mallorca, bruv, because he knew he'd signed. Yeah, and this is the same with Garnacho. Garnacho knows he's signing for Chelsea. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Xavi Simons has signed for Chelsea. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Balaba's already done. Yeah, but then they're waiting mutually between them for Balaba's replacement to come in before they post out all the bullshit. So anyone close to Balaba, for example, or Garnacho that leaks out, it's done, fucks the whole thing up. But now, because of the amount of money involved, the players will speak to barely anybody to tell them where they're going. They'll just say, even their closest friends, they go, it's all a bit up in the air at the minute, because it could fuck them out of their deal. Yeah, and the amount of money that Balaba will get from Brighton going to you lot is going to be 10x, 5x, 6x, whatever his wages are. Yeah, he's going to be on over 100 grand a week.
12K, Lee, bro, and he would have agreed like 150 at Man United. So if you think that he's just going to be happy to chill at Brighton on 12K, like, there's no way, bro. Which
is why he's not going to tell anyone. Yeah, maybe his mum and dad. Yeah, maybe his brother and sister. Yeah, but he ain't going to tell any of his friends, because that could fuck him out of 150 grand a week, bro. That's generational money to him compared to what he's on now. Yeah, and this is why this whole thing is a scam. And these football clubs use these journalists, especially Ornstein, yeah, and especially Fabrizio.
Yeah, they're all, bruv, listen, these guys are all used to brief, and they're used in the negotiation process. Like someone said earlier, like Ornstein tweeted that the Mbumo deal was off.
Yeah,
because that's what he was told.
Yeah, but he's allowed to tweet out 1 minute before Arsenal that a player's signed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
They also said Mbumo wanted 250K. Remember that? And he's gonna go.
And he's on 160, isn't he?
Yeah, 150 or something. Yeah. They said that he wanted big money and all that.
Ornstein kicked off on some Newcastle fan
to break the wage structure to get Mbumo. That's what they told us, bro.
Ornstein the other day kicked off on some Newcastle fan, yeah, right, because he posted out a video clip of him sat there in his baseball cap, just stuttering and going, when do you ever hear a journalist that's so confident about what they're saying, stuttering and mumbling all the way through it? Yeah, that's Ornstein. That's Ornstein, bro. Bro, when you speak with authority and you've got a point to make and you know what you're talking about, you don't sit there going, doesn't matter who you are. Like, you say it and it just rolls off the tongue. Yeah. So this Newcastle fan called him out and put the clip out, basically called him a fraud. Yeah, it was over the Isak deal. Ornstein DM'd him. Ornstein DM'd him, bro. Yeah, and they had a conversation.
It's the Ugarte thing.
Yeah, bro.
Man United switched midfielder search away from Ugarte and onto other options. United don't intend to meet €60 million fee.
He told us we kept good relations with Brighton for Caicedo. Yeah, and we'll go back in for him in the summer. We never went back in for him. He told us we paid 75 for Rice. Yeah, we paid 100 for Rice. This guy told us Danny Welbeck, no more signings. Danny Welbeck rocked up 2 hours later. He told us Pepe weren't signing. He rocks up. Bro,
Manchester United and other teams, Man United and other teams use these guys in the negotiation process. Of course,
to drive the traffic online.
But of course, but also
to cause the drama runs,
to get people to lower fees and to do X, Y, Z, bro.
Yeah, and this is what
they do. That was literally Ornstein last summer. Man United aren't willing to meet X, Y, Z, then all of a sudden Ugarte's traveling to Man United. All right. Do you know what I'm saying? And what was the date difference? One was August the 27th. The other one was August the 5th.
But things change very quickly in the industry, Vance.
But of course they do. Because one was never the truth in the first place. Do you know what I mean? That's the beauty of the truth. The truth never changes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just all the other shit changes around it. You were told that we didn't want to pay the money because we're trying to get them to lower it. But we were willing to pay the money. We just didn't want to pay it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Wanting to pay something and being willing to pay something is different. I don't want to pay £500 for a pair of Jordans, but if I see a pair that I like, I'm willing to pay it. I don't want to though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's a complete difference. I don't want to pay that, but I'm willing to pay that if it's the right pair. You know,
Yeah,
and this is the reality. So Man United, what Man United are willing to pay and what they want to pay is not the same thing.
So we're seeing the same about Eze. Yeah, Crystal Palace apparently want to pay a team to pay £68 million, which was what his release clause was, which is apparently expired. Yeah, they want close to, if not all of the 68 M's. Cool. Well, Tottenham can pay 68 M's like that, and they could probably pay it all up front. Yeah, because they're caked. Yeah, we can't because we ain't sold no one, bruv. Yeah, and we ain't got money like that anymore because we've blown our load on Madueke and Subamendi and Jokeris and the other player Mosquera and Norgard. Yeah, and Kepa. We've blown our load. Yeah, but then the way the narrative's been spun, yeah, is well, we're waiting for our main target, which is Rodrigo, which is why we've not put a bid in yet. But if Tottenham go and land 55, 60
like
mil,
you just can't afford.
He's going Tottenham. We can't afford him. Rants, we can't afford him.
Yeah.
Can't afford Rodrigo. Can't afford Eze. We have to get rid of 3 or 4 players to buy this player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the way it's amortized, yeah, we'll get the payments in here and there. We need to get rid of Samuel Lokonga, Vieira, Cole Hein. We need to get rid of Nelson. Yeah, we need to get rid of some of the other players at the club. Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, but Tottenham can just go straight in, and they know the longer the window goes, yeah, they're just sizing it up. Yeah. Are we shocked and amazed if Eze don't sign for Tottenham? Yeah, because they need him more than we do, because our captain ain't getting dropped.
And the money's there because the Gibbs White thing didn't go through.
Oh, that's another one. They said, here we go on that, by the way, and that was a done deal.
They did indeed.
Bro, they chat shit.
We also the interview, and that was the real Gibbs White. That was not the teller. Do you get me? That weren't no hologram.
Nope, that was him. That weren't AI, bruv. That was him.
Definitely him.
That was him. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying.
Someone said a tier 1 Cameroonian source said Belabor deal has been done. Yeah, but forget that.
That guy chats shit, by the way. I know that guy is on Twitter.
Whether
he chats rubbish.
Cameroonian guy said that or not.
What does tier 1 mean?
But Britio said yesterday, Man United are preparing a bid, and less than 24 hours later, including this source, it's just off. And there's been no talk of no money, Lee, because Brighton were adamant that he's not for sale anyway. Then we're hearing that they want 115 million. We're hearing
so he is for sale then.
Which one is it? Which one is
He's for sale for 115 M's, but he's not for sale at less than that, yeah? So it's for sale.
No, none of it's making sense, bro. So while everyone, because you know what it is? Football's an emotional game for some, So while everyone's being emotional, nobody's using their common sense that can see that something don't smell right here. How do you go from preparing a bid, haven't spoken about money, but how do you prepare a bid if you haven't spoken about money? Anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Liverpool will only go back in for Isak if they get the green light.
But that's what I'm saying.
If they just put the money on the table, take the money, bitch.
Newcastle never said Isak wasn't for sale. They just want a lot of money for him.
But they'll only go back in for him, apparently. According to all these fucking top bods, they'll only go back in if they get the green light.
Bro.
What does that even mean? How about here's the money, take it or leave it?
But Lee, here's the wickedest thing. If Isak wasn't for sale, why were Newcastle trying to sign his replacement for so long?
Facts. And then Liverpool bought him as well.
Bro, why were they trying to sign? Why were they trying to sign, my man? Why were they trying to sign Sesko?
Ekatike?
Yeah, if he wasn't for sale.
Because this whole deal, do you remember the clip last season when Liverpool played Newcastle in the cup final? Yeah, and at the end of the game, do you remember? Yeah, I'm paraphrasing, but somebody helped me out in the chat. I'm pretty sure when Van Dijk and Isak were talking at the end of the game, one of them said to the other, I think it was Isak said to Van Dijk, I'll see you in training next season. Yeah, bro, these deals are done. Wait, bro, you know this. Come on, man. Like, we know this. Yeah, but most of these people listen to David Ornstein and listen to Fabrizio Romano. These people are on the payroll indirectly or directly from the agents, the players, or the
but
clubs.
Fabrizio's
And
told us that agents and players tell him stuff to tweet.
Yeah.
He's told us that.
And he gets the bag for that.
Yeah.
So
He told
how
us
many
that.
times does he tweet out about 15-year-olds? Like, bruv, what? Like, we didn't even know he played in the academy. Like, why do we need to know about that? Yeah, we already know that Isak's going to Liverpool, but the way, and it's all a diversion tactic, Rants, yeah? Right? Every sport is a diversion away from reality. Yeah, but these football clubs, especially in the Premier League, have clocked on since lockdown that they can control the masses and control the narrative by using these media, to pollute everyone. Yeah, I knew Gyökeres was signing for Arsenal weeks ago before he even signed. Everyone was sitting there going, "Lee, what do you reckon?" I was like, "It's signing, it's done, it's finished. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's done." We know Balaba's going Man United. Yeah, we know Isak's going Liverpool. We already know. But what they have to do, we know Garnacho's going Chelsea. We know Xavi Simons is probably going Chelsea. Like, but they do it in a way where they cover most angles, and because they bombard you with the same, we know Sancho is probably ending up at Roma. Fabrizio's tweeted about 6 times about it, bro. Why don't you just say it's a here we fucking go? Because he's probably already in Rome.
Maybe it's not, bro. You never know.
No, but maybe it is though, Rants. Yeah, because the amount of times this guy and Ornstein tweet shit and milk it, and when he retweets his own posts or he pins his own posts, you know the deal's done. You know it's done.
Yeah.
He's retweeting the Sancho shit. We know he's going Roma, bro. Yeah, he's probably in Rome in a coffee shop right now, having a pizza and a coffee, bro, chilling. Nobody knows who he is in Rome. He's chilling. Yeah, bro. But then what will happen is, he'll then fly into the airport.
Lee, look
and
at that.
Be, oh my God, look at this, a standing ovation. All the fans are turned up and make it dramatic.
Yep. Lee, look at this. It says, United not planning, to proceed with Baleba move this summer. Indirect and direct contact between clubs, but Brighton clear, not for sale. And
cool. Bookmark it. Bookmark that, man.
Hold on.
Bookmark
not for sale, and the level of fee to consider a deal, is too high, bro. What do you mean not for sale and then consider a fee, bro? That's like saying, I'm married, but I can be tempted, bro. Like, it's like, bro, why are you telling me you're married then? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. David Ornstein can bamboozle these mutants, man. So they can't bamboozle me or you.
Listen, I'm in a relationship, but I'm single for the right person. So that means
I'm married, but for one night only.
Yeah. So that means you're not all in, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. They're indirectly telling you that these players are going to sell.
If you're a woman that's willing to cheat on your man, you don't need to tell me you're in a relationship.
No, it's just no thanks.
Just tell me, you get me? What's the point in telling me you're in a relationship? You're playing games at this point.
I'm married. No, you don't know. No, I'm not interested, mate.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not interested. It's not I'm married. I'm married. I didn't ask you if you was married or not.
And it's more of a challenge anyway, bro.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying, yeah.
Bro, we know that people are married, they still cheat. So don't tell me you're married.
Facts. Bro, but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, the way he's worded that tweet, he'll probably delete that tweet if he signs for you lot. Yeah, that deal is probably already done. Yeah, that deal is probably already done. They're just waiting for Brighton to go and sign the replacement. Yeah, and then, things are elevating. Oh, Man United have gone back in with a fresh bid. What do you mean fresh bid? He ain't for sale. It's like, I'm married, bruv. Yeah, like, what we're doing here? Yeah, but this is what they do, and this is why there's certain deals that I always think, like, Rants, the longer I've done YouTube, and the more I'm invested in watching these transfer stories. Yeah, I've barely done any transfer stories for the last 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, because the more I look at it, the more I realize it's a complete load of fucking bullshit. Yeah, and these journalists are being used by the clubs to cause a hype. Garnacho is one of the ones this summer. Yeah, Garnacho could have gone Chelsea in January. We know he's going Chelsea, bro. But Garnacho is just sitting on his hands, knowing that he's going to get the bag at Chelsea. Yeah, so he's being used because he's one of the biggest names in football on social media right now with the mutants. Yep. So you have to just wait until the end of the transfer window, bro. So unfortunately, keep your mouth shut because you're going to be one of the biggest stories of the summer. And that's what it is. Because they're all getting paid millions, bro. They shut their mouth. Yeah, Garnacho, we know he's signing for Chelsea. It was done in January. It was done in Jan.
So yeah, bro.
Let me go bathroom real quick. I've just seen your message. 2 seconds, bro, because I'm gonna piss myself. Yeah.
Have you got a stream?
Yeah, I'm doing the Liverpool game.
All right, cool.
2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, calm. That's what I'm saying, people. It's all nonsense, man. I'll be honest, bro. Like, if you are literate, yeah, and you can actually understand what you're reading, then you need to understand that he can't not be for sale. But then, literally, man are saying, yeah, cool, we would consider a deal for this price. That means he is for sale. That means he is for sale, but only for a specific price. And it's whether United are willing to pay that price or not. That's not the same as not for sale. Man said clear, not for sale. Well, it's not clear. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to say to a man, oh, yeah, don't touch my wife unless you got £100 for me. That means you haven't made it clear that I can't touch your wife. You know what I'm saying? You made it clear that you'll take £100. So, you get me? I don't, like, it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man don't really know. I'm not really sure what these men are talking about. I'll be honest. But yeah, we'll see, innit? 1 second, people. Oh, big up the chat. Oh yeah, I just seen that message in the chat as well. Let me change that. All right, cool. That's done now. Cause yeah, bruv, Dave changed my fucking Streamlabs, innit? For my gaming, and it's bugging out now, bruv. So when I have to schedule my streams in Streamlabs, bruv, and it's bugging out, and it keeps
it's long. Yeah, I have to do that on OBS.
Yeah, and it keeps doing 2 streams, bro. Like when I go live, it starts making another one, bro, and then goes live.
It did that to me on my press conference earlier. It said go live, and I just went boom. And it went live. I was like, oh shit, that ain't the live I'm on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fucking doing that foolishness. So I need to get that sorted now. So do you know what I'm saying? I'm dipping now, people. I'll be back for the Liverpool game. And yeah, what you're doing the watch along for that, innit?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Liverpool game, and yeah. Then tomorrow, I've got about 4 watch-alongs, and I'll be live on the main. And then Sunday, Girona have got one back. How have they scored with 10 men? I thought that was illegal. Yeah, but yeah, then Sunday, obviously, we have the Battle of Old Trafford, mate.
Yeah,
we have the cigar.
We'll see, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Bring it anyway when we win, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll bring mine in it. This is what it is.
It's a nice Cohiba, bruv. Very nice.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good cigar, man. That's a
I got given that as well. Yeah, I got given.
Yeah, that's a good
Cuban
cigar.
gaff around the corner where I live. Yeah, I bought 2 of them. One of them fell apart when I brought it. Like it just literally fucking fell apart. Yeah, and I left my phone on the side in this club. Yeah, I went to go for a piss. I left the other cigar there. Some fucker robbed it. They didn't nick my phone. They robbed the cigar.
That's a good cigar, bro. That's at least probably about 80 quid or something.
Yeah, so then the people that own the gaff, he looks like R9, the fella. Yeah, he looks like a spit of R9, bro. Yeah, his wife came up to me the other week and she went, I see that you had one robbed. Yeah, that's yours. Yeah. So yeah, happy days. So yeah, we're saving that for Tuesday, bro.
That's it, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, big up. And yo, the double stream thing, I think Dave's gonna log in to fix this now, innit, people? So yeah, I got a dip now so I can get it sorted before the Liverpool stream, innit? But we'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we get the likes up. We are, bro, 4 away from the likes target, man. So make sure you hit the like, people. 996 likes, 1,000 target.
First showing, 5-6 weeks as well. Come on, lit.
That's it. So big up everyone inside. Do you know what I mean? Run up the likes and I'll see you guys back for the watch along.